Oh, hey, hi, hello. We're here. We're doing the thing, and ready to kick some abute. We're gonna go around the room and talk about our characters and all the horrible things that they're going through. Starting with Reno.
Wait, what?
Am I
Just kidding.
going through a horrible thing, or am I just making right on my dues and my debts?
Yes,
You
and
know, I guess it's really my fault for swimming out to a yacht. They never said they were going to drop me back off, but here I am. Here I am, just a lone human base adept who owes money to the mob. And yeah, as I row my way back onto the docks, I will meet up with the rest of the gang and continue this mission.
uh, you hate to see it. Next up, let's go with who do I want to pick on next? Tiny.
I was literally shaking my head because I couldn't remember where I was.
You're in the basement of Renton Heights. You just watch
Oh, we murdered a bunch of ghouls.
Yeah.
What is my health at? I don't think I took any damage.
No,
I'm good. I'm just reloading.
I like it. Who are you playing? Who are you? What are you doing?
Oh, I'm Tiny, the massive drone operator, the rigger slash engineer if you need anything fixed. And occasionally I am the carer for Boxcar.
Speaking of Boxcar, who may need long-term
All right.
care.
So, I just want to put that out there. For like, we'll get back to that point in a second. Hi, hello. I'm playing Boxcar. My name's Ian. Boxcar, the satyr aspected magician, and aspected in lots of healing spells and unsavory spells. But I have problem to bring up here with the sometimes caretaker for Boxcar. That sounds like they're incapable of taking care of themselves.
However you want to interpret it is it's not my problem.
Oh man. But speaking of potentially needing long-term care, at the end of our last session, Boxcar was trying to live into their morals and trying to make sure that somebody was okay and going to survive, and that person was a ghoul pulling a prank. And he bit me as a prank, bro.
Just a prank.
Yeah, so it's just a prank. You can't get super infected off of a prank.
Facts.
Also, I want to know if the ghoul virus is a cop. Legally, it has to tell me if it's a cop, and if that's the case, I am immune.
Oh, okay.
It didn't give
I
you a
asked-
badge number first, so yeah, legally you're immune.
Yeah, legally I'm immune, and I already ran it past Catalyst. They said they're gonna put that in the FAQs.
Yeah, if they don't read you your Miranda rights, then you're acquitted from the
Yeah.
disease.
Yeah.
100%. I could take it to court.
Third court.
Bird court. Shadow court.
All of it. Any court
Alright,
exists,
listen.
I'm taking it. Janky.
That's me. I am currently passed out in the truck in VR because I am, in fact, the hacker slash decker. Not a ton I can do in this encounter, so I've just been buffing people with new abilities from Hack and Slash, new actions from Hack and Slash. So that's what I've been doing.
That was
I am
so
not
clutch.
infected, so that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
As far as I know.
When you come back, there's just a ghoul that's just gnawing on your arm this whole time.
What
Just-
was the ability that you were using last time? Like danger recognition or whatever? That was
Yeah. There were two. There's one that's a real action that like effectively highlights dangers for you, which gives you a buff to your defense roll. And that there's a new edge action that I used to intervene when someone was being attacked. So.
And last but not least, Zayn.
Yay, that's me. I am Zayn, or I will be playing the character known as Zayn, a human full magician focusing on the summoning of spirits, also known to throw in the occasional hell blast when the situation calls for it. I'm here to make sure that things die if they need to die, or things get protected if that they need that as well.
I love it. We did do things out of order slightly because we are doing a new show format, so I do apologize. But Matt, if you want to go ahead and just read off the announcements real quick before we get into our recap, we can go ahead and get going with that.
Absolutely. So, not this upcoming Saturday, but next Saturday, November 12th at 11 a.m. Eastern, we are going to be having our annual 24-hour event, or I guess this year it's a 24 plus hour stream. Because every dollar that gets donated will increase the timer by 30 seconds. We have a goal of $500 that we would love to hit, and if we do hit that goal, we'll add an additional 3 hours on to the stream on top of all of the dollar increments that we earned earlier. We will be raising money for Riley Children's Hospital. It is a very near and dear hospital to us for a few different reasons. One, my mom's a nurse there. She works in the NICU, and also Baby Bruce, who you may have seen on stream, was born there and got some medical attention there as well. So we'll be playing video games, tabletop games, and pretty much anything to fill in that time. So if you can donate, show your love, that'd be greatly appreciated. And if giving money to kids isn't enough for you, we'll also be doing some giveaways as well. From Catalyst, W Energy, and the Grinding Coffee Company. So make sure you tune in, do the exclamation point raffle, or however we term to do it, to get some sweet goodies. Speaking of Catalyst Game Labs, we are partnered with them, so they are the makers of Shadowrun and much, much more. So head on over to catalystgamelabs.com to go check out all of their merchandise and intellectual properties. So again, that 24-hour stream is next Saturday, November 12th at 11 a.m. Eastern. And then I think the only other thing is we will not be having a show on Thanksgiving, the 24th, obviously. So we've got a few weeks out before then, but just wanted to give you a heads up now that we'll be spending time with our families, and you should as well.
So do it. Thank you so much for those announcements. So where we left off at, you guys were looking up a couple of lost nukes that were used up in Chicago many a moons ago. For a small insect problem that they had. After everything was all said and done, there was a rumor of 3 of them being missing. One was allegedly used in Aslan about a month ago, and the other 2 one is rumored to be in Denver, and the other one is last known inside of the Renton Heights. You guys went.
Y'all, get this dang old bomb out of me, y'all! Come on now.
You guys did start to search through the Renton Heights before the True and a couple of other individuals found what looked like a person being drugged down the stairs. You guys rushed into action and began to kill all of these ghoul entities one by one. Even a ghoul that had a gun, which seemed to throw some people off. As you guys were able to dispatch them, again, Boxcar being the kind of person they are, go over to the ghoul that was person that was being drugged down the stairs and got real close and asked a difficult question, either to cure them by putting a bullet in them or to let them live and try to be the best they can be with the disease. The guy kept whispering and asked boxcar to get closer, and when they got close enough, took a big bite out of them. The drone of Tiny's that was overwatching did put a single round through through the ghoul, dropping him. And as Boxcar reached up to their neck and hurried to try to cast the healing spell, it did heal up the wound. But we shall see if the disease sticks for a Boxcar as well as the True. As we come into scene, the True looks around and looking down at the bite that is on their bicep, and it just begins to be quiet and still and just looking at it, staring.
Is everyone all right?
Actively not.
Oh,
Thumbs up emoji.
you, can you heal yourself, or do you need me to heal you?
No, that's you know what we were fighting, right? Like it's ghouls.
Yeah, now they're dead.
I don't think you understand the heat of the situation for me and the True over here. We've been exposed to whatever it is, HMVV, whatever, all the letters. Like we've been exposed to ghoul virus.
Oh, can you heal that or no?
I don't have that skill set.
I don't. I don't know how to deal with it.
Well, I have the Valkyrie unit that might help, or should we call it doctor or a virologist?
Is this something like Doc Wacken can help out with?
I don't know. And Boxcar is actively just like putting as much pressure on this wound as possible, because even through the heal, like there's still some of it there.
Can you
And,
like draw your blood out? Is that a thing?
Not that I have the skill set for.
I'm
What?
gonna go clean up somewhere.
Would I have any idea how the process goes through just living in the six, or should I? Is that like a like a WebMD kind of question?
What knowledge skills do you have?
WebMD.
I have Google.
Okay.
No, I have Magic Traditions and Arcana.
Cool. I mean, if you want to try to Google it, you could do a matrix search.
I could help you Google it.
I was gonna just say, hey, Janky, can you run a matrix search on how this works on what I should be expecting, we should be expecting, because I mean we're kind of all in this now. 2 out of 5 of us.
Tiny, you get -1 karma because you got the song stuck in my head.
Can I have that karma?
Oh, I'm in the corner just like kind of looting through some ghouls, just playing music on my earbuds, doing my best not to think about how the person I have become emotionally attached to is probably gonna turn into a ghoul and die.
I got 3 ghoul hits.
3 ghoul hits. It's pretty widely known. It does take roughly 10 days for full transformation to take place if there is one. It is definitely able to be beaten earlier, but if you are going to transform, you do have 10 days before, it does take hold. That being said, there is no cure whatsoever for HMHVV 3.
So we have 10 days to get this thing taken care of. No official cures are listed, but it sounds like dipping your feet in motor oil helps, and plugging your nose with garlic seems to be a home remedy as well.
I mean, I don't want to be insensitive to people who have had this, but that doesn't. That feels less than accurate.
Yep. There's not a single piece of evidence to back that up. That's just what the internet said.
Okay.
As you're scrolling through the matrix there, Janky, you begin to see multiple additional threads of it actually being corrected, of it being 5 days instead of 10.
So it's 10 days if you got your feet in motor oil. It's 5 if you don't. That's what I'm seeing here now. Just continuing down with these search results. Really, it looks like there's not a lot we know about this disease, which is probably why there are ghouls out there, because we can't cure it.
Awesome. Cool. Sick. Rad.
Hey,
Boxcar.
Boxcar, I don't want to ruin this moment, but can you roll body plus willpower for me, please?
Are we doing this now? Are we just starting this up?
Yeah, it seems
Do
good.
I have a second to buff some attribute?
Since you don't physically know that you are going to be resisting this as of right now, no.
I hate it.
We are full edge. It
Yeah.
is a new session.
True. Thank you
What
for the
was it?
reminder.
Burn an edge. Like,
Yeah, burn an edge and you just beat the disease.
that would take me to 3 edge.
That's as
Like-
much as Hailstorm has.
Should we explain how diseases work?
I think
Any
so.
viewers that might not know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's hit it. Who wants to be the one to break
Hey,
down the
Donnie.
disease?
You
How
know
does-
full
how
well
do
it was going to be
diseases work?
Donnie.
I wasn't ready.
Don't pretend.
I tried.
Don't act like you didn't know it was going to. Hey guys, maybe we should do this thing. Okay, you do it.
We should explain a rule. Hey, Donnie, you want to explain a rule?
I mean, I could. I know it. I do. I
Could
know
be,
it. I just want to see if you know it.
we just need like a sound effect. Whatever. it comes up.
Ding! It's the rule of the week.
All right. Diseases in Shadowrun operate essentially like toxins and use the same base set of rules. However, there are a couple of extra pieces to be aware of with them. Mainly the speed. So with a normal toxin, after the speed, that's when you do the test and you pass it or fail it. You have to reduce the power to 0 using those tests, doing those tests. But with diseases, there's a number in parentheses that is the number of times you have to do the test. In this case, it's 10. So every speed duration, you have to do the test. And you're going to be infected with the disease until you do the test in the number of parentheses time. So for this strain, it's 12 hours, 10 times. And you're still got to reduce that power to 0. But if you don't reduce that power to 0, the remaining power gets added to the next test. So if the power is 6, day 1 or interval 1, you have 2 remainder, goes to the next day. The next interval, you have to do it 8 hits. Now in 6th edition, it says you only do that once.
Right.
In 5th edition, I think it was
It would compile
Indefinite?
every single time in 5th
Yeah.
edition. But in 6th
and it
edition,
was
they just turned it to whatever the net hits that you didn't take off the power were added to the second check. And then it was just this base going forward.
And even if you hit these, the power down to 0, you're still going to have to suffer the effects of the disease until you've done all the tests. So in Ghoul's case, it's nausea. So for 12 hours times 10, you're going to be nauseous. That's regardless of what you roll.
Well, it's nice knowing you.
This is cool. This is fine. I'm not mad.
I think you mean this is ghoul.
Hey, I'll go ahead and I'll use 2 of my edge to give Boxcar another edge.
Okay.
Well, Okay. So body plus willpower.
Body plus willpower.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Okay. I have a 5 pool for it.
Mhm.
I got 5 hits on this first one.
Sick.
Critical
So
success. That means he cures it.
no.
Instantly, right?
That means your next one will be 7 though.
I'm upset.
Hopefully that's a good thing. It was just a normal thing in this case.
Sounds like I was trying to do a thing and now I can't do a thing.
No, you can do a thing.
Oh, you could totally do a thing.
I've been.
If that thing is getting infected, yeah, you could still do that.
Wow. Okay. Ow. All right. So there's that.
Nice. We got that out of the way. What do you want to
Gotcha.
do for another 10 hours?
Wait, I mean, so wait,
Vomit.
I understand you're hit. Is anyone else hit? I'm fine.
The True just sort of puts their hand that was like over the wound and sort of raises it up. I also got hit as well.
Okay, well, at least you're not alone, Boxcar. True. If you don't make
I'm-
it through this, you'll have friends for life.
I'm definitely not dead.
I'm just jamming some tunes, looting bodies, looking around for stuff. Should I roll perception?
Yeah, 100%.
No. Why would you roll perception while your friends are dying?
You're not
Because
actively
I
dying.
don't want to think about it. 1 charisma.
It's
Because
not
it's
actively
easier.
dying. I mean, it's no different than dying as a normal person, you know,
When it comes
slowly but surely.
when it comes to biological things, Tiny has 0 fucking clue.
Yeah, Tiny's
got-
over here like just replace some parts and you're good to go. I don't
Yeah,
understand.
it's
Just change
swap.
your blood, dummy.
You got,
Yeah.
bit,
New arm.
you got bit in the neck, right? Just chrome up. Get rid of that neck. I
Don't
got
work
3
like that.
successes on the perception.
3 successes. Of all the ghouls here, the only thing you find is the gun that was being shot at you, which was a Ares Viper sliver gun.
Okay. Anything in the room? Not particularly like
In
maybe
the
looking for
basement?
things, but maybe do I see like what?
Yeah,
I'm just looking around.
yeah, in the opposite corner where they were seemed to be all huddled. You see a sizable just pile of bodies that are various degrees of chewed on.
I will just I'm not gonna go digging through all these dead people, but I'm
Right.
at least gonna kind of like maybe push a body around, see if I notice anybody. Just investigate.
Yeah, right. Looking through it, they all look very normal, not out of like just normal bystander. Probably people who lived within the heights.
Okay.
But nothing of individual, like nothing of real interest.
What was that weapon again?
It was the Ares Viper sliver gun.
Is that a assault rifle, shotgun?
It's a pistol. It's a pistol. If I remember correctly, it is a. I believe it's a light one, but you might have to check. It is not. It's a heavy pistol.
I was gonna say it sounds like it would be like a 22. Anything called a sliver gun.
I was thinking it was like they have like the. I think it's called like the needler. That I was also thinking that it would be similar to. It just throws little slivers at you.
I'm gonna read about it.
And it has a how many people or how many? It does have a partial clip in there.
Okay.
Don't know
Yeah.
what I want to do anymore.
I mean, there's nothing really we can do to help you out now. We might as well at least clear this place, see if we can find anything down here. And obviously, Hailstorm and his crew didn't make it down here, or else the schools would be dead. So there might still be something here.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll look around, see if. Yeah, I'm not even sure what would be down here. Another room or any yeah any hidden room or something like that. I forgot I have a -2 because I am hurting. No, not at all. Still 4 hits. Hey, I think is it racist to assume that ghouls live in sewers? If not, then I think I found out how the ghouls were getting in here. Um, some type of way to the sewers. It smells like. Looks like.
I mean, even if it does sound messed up, I mean, seems probably right.
I believe I was in the process. I had a back door on these cameras, I think,
Mm-hmm.
with
Correct.
net hits of 2.
Yep.
Uh, may I? Or I had a probe. May I backdoor?
You may with the net hits of 2, or extra dice of 2.
Four hits.
4 hits. As you're, is there anything in particular you're looking through for the cameras, or?
Yeah, I think when I originally was doing it, the whole goal was to figure out what happened before we got here, to see if I could identify a nuke anywhere or see anything.
Sure. I just wanted to make sure that was what we were looking for.
Yep.
As you're sort of digging through, you do see that there is quite a bit of footage you can dig through if you wanted to. It does go back to about a week out for each of these cameras. There is one on each floor of the building, one on the front entrance, one on a looks like a back side door, but it's like one of the large doors that go up to allow like shipments and stuff to come into the back. As well as a couple that are on a couple different floors of the parking garage that's next to the building that you're currently parked in.
It doesn't seem like the security is too high on these. Is it feasible to download all of this content? I know it's a lot, but
Yeah,
I'm wondering if we're going to have to watch through it some other time, because I don't really have a way of.
Yeah, is there certain cameras you want to, or you just want to hit all of the cameras?
Oh yeah, I want to start with the ones inside and if I have to spend however, I mean, I feel like it's going to take a long time, so this might be
Do an
This might be what I'm doing for a while, team.
right. Do an extended test.
Okay.
Until you either feel comfortable with the hits, or until you run out of dice
Okay.
for a copy function.
Edit file, I
Edit
think.
file, exactly.
The actual.
Roughly about this time, you guys get all get a phone call from a familiar contact as Reno is ringing you guys up.
Just
Just
sitting there
gonna-
dancing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna straight up answer it. Just, hey, where have you been?
Hey, Doctor, I guess I lost track of time. I just had to drop off a thing. Where's everyone at?
Well, we're out in Renton Heights. We're working.
I didn't think you guys would start without me, but whatever. Renton Heights. Yeah, can you send me that address? And I can probably be there.
You get a pin drop before you can finish the sentence.
Oh, cool. Thanks. It's probably probably about an hour.
Cool.
Okay.
Let's just say an hour.
We kind of used your badge, so you're gonna have to find your own way in. Might have to smooth talk the guard. So, you're with the weekly cleaners.
Oh yeah. I'll. Do I still have a costume? Did we ever get those?
You guys didn't get costumes, but you guys did get badges.
That's right.
But you guys requested 4 badges, and 4 were given and used by the remaining people of your party. As it was a coin flip whether or not Tiny was going to go in or not, and Tiny did decide to go in.
All right.
You never know what kind of viscera is going to be really heavy.
We also might be going into the sewers too, so you might not even need to. Just call us when you get close, and we'll give you an update.
All right. I'll just call a cab. Text me if,
Also, the True and I might be dying.
well, more than usual. I don't know about the true, but half the time I've seen you, you were unconscious.
That's fair. We ran into some ghouls and
Dragon
got-
Gang? Googles?
you. How many ghouls do you know?
All the Dragon the Gang. That's about it.
Okay,
There's
it
at least
wasn't
3
them.
ghouls in that gang.
It wasn't them,
Was it the 162?
but we met some ghouls. We got bit.
You did.
Wasn't a choice that I wanted to happen. But yes, we
You
have
got
been.
and it penetrated the skin and
You get a picture of my still kind of bloody neck.
did you have someone pee on it? That's the thing you do. Hit by a ghoul. Pee, not stool.
Hey, Janky, that sounds more believable than motor oil on your feet.
Yeah, it rhymes.
You want me to roll charisma?
Yeah.
No, we don't need to shame them.
Yeah, I came across that somewhere. It was posted by a Dr. Seuss. I don't know what that means.
I have no idea. That's probably not even real. But yeah, so we're working. 2 of us are in a bad spot, but I guess we just keep pushing forward.
All right. Well, I'm gonna head your way. Did we get Dock Wagon? Maybe we should call it Dock Wagon or do the Valkyrie thing. I don't know. Have Tiny suck out the venom. Try the pee thing, but
All right, which one of you nerds is gonna pee on my neck?
The truth just says, not again.
So we're gonna try to suck it out before or after we pee on it.
I don't know. I actively. I don't know. I feel like this is one of those times where I shouldn't be surprised that I don't have words, but I don't have words.
I, like,
Search
I
for
don't,
videos on.
I don't think ping's gonna do anything, to be honest. But if you guys aren't fine or don't feel comfortable, I should say, pushing forward, then I mean, we can head back to the truck now. I don't even know if anything's down here. It might not even be related to the nuke. Could just be a hole.
But it could also be like the only lead that we have. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to be the reason that we lose out on any sort of single lead that we have here. So, I mean, for now, I'm down to push on. I'll let you know if that changes.
All right, sounds good.
Well, you guys ready? I'm just gonna start like heading back. Just be like, well, gotta go upstairs. Throw more gnats to the higher floors and just keep checking.
Time to hit the old dusty trail. My tiny impression.
You heading up, Tiny?
Is anything down here? I mean,
I shoved my hand through the wall.
oh, so that's what you guys are doing. As I like kind of switch my earbuds and be like, I guess you should probably pay attention. You found a hole? Are you? I don't want to know. You'll be fine for now. All right, cool. Send that in there, right? That's what you want me to do?
Yeah, sure. Even better.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna jump in with this gnat.
Okay. Go ahead and roll perception as you guys see Tiny just sort of sit down and just go unconscious, and this gnat goes flying through the hole.
Spend. Was it 2 edge to turn 1 into
4 into a 5.
4 into a 5?
Yeah.
All right, that's 3 successes then.
3 successes. Yeah, when you get into or you break through this this wall and you get to the other side, it is just a long sewer tunnel that goes down. But you do see 5 individuals sort of huddled together, just sitting in this
I'll
sewer.
get close.
'Kay.
Try to see if I can't make out, anything about them.
Yeah, as you get closer, looks like they are 5 adult-looking individuals. 3 of them are elves, 1 orc, and a human. So they're just all clumped up together. None of them look related in any sort of way. They're just clumped up together.
They don't look ghoulish at all.
Not that you could tell.
Hey, Janky, you throwing this up on everybody's AR?
What? Sorry, hang on. Yeah. Well, sorry.
I mean, I could have
Then
done it.
I'll do it.
Usually.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm working on something right now. Do you mind?
Oh yeah, go ahead, man. I'll throw it up for everybody and be like, we got survivors.
They're like right on the other side of that illusion. But you guys do not see, like, especially you, Zane, you could see through it, and you do not see anyone there where that drone is supposed to be.
Are you sure about that?
I mean, look at the cams.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything, bud.
I'll poke my head through the hole,
Mhm.
and even like flip on Astral Eyes so they show up. there.
Astral Eyes, you see them all there. All multiple. There's 5 different auras sitting there.
I'll just sense one of them and see if I can see if it's affected by HMVV.
Okay.
I'll get an edge for that one, and I'll use that edge to re-roll one of these. So 3 hits.
3 hits. Let's see here. Generally, they're healthy. Terrified for the general state of motion. Um, the roll a d6 for me, and tell me what number it comes up.
3.
3. The person you look at is awakened. They do have some spell that is over top of them. You are able to tell that it is a illusion spell. Magic is lower than yours is. That's about it.
Gotcha. Yeah, you're right. Looks like we do have some survivors that are hiding out over here.
What I told you.
I had to make sure it wasn't ghouls. We already had one jump scare. I don't want another.
All right.
Sorry.
I'll kind of just fly the drone back, and then I'll be like, you know what? I'm gonna send the Harrier to the main entrance of the basement and just tell it to like flank watch the stairs.
Okay.
Then I'll just kind of stand there and wait for somebody else to make a move. So I'm like, I'm not going in that hole. At least not first.
And Boxcar is just the epitome of like the 1,000-yard stare at the moment. Just completely just, holy shit. Everything I know about my life is probably done.
All right. I'll No, were you gonna say something? Sorry.
No. The True does walk over to you, Boxcar, puts a hand up on your shoulder, and it's not over yet. Come on. And sort of like begins to not like pull you, but heads over to the hole, putting his shield up.
All right. Yep. Push forward. That's all we can do. Let's go. And then I'll kind of square up's not the right word, but you know what I'm saying. Like hop in behind the True and just look to push forward.
Okay.
I'll follow them with my spirits in tow behind me, still manifested. Just as we get close to where I think they should be, I'll just yell, "Friendly! We're friendly. Is anybody hurt? Hello, I see you all."
With that being said, the spell fades as these 5 individuals are there, covered in blood, but not looking injured.
Are you guys tenants?
Yes. Are you guys good?
Well, we're not bad.
We cleared the way. We're good.
I mean, are you guys bit?
I'm gonna pull my hair down and just kind of like shake it out a little bit to try to hide the bite.
Okay.
There's no sense in freaking people out if nothing's actively a problem yet.
I mean, nobody's here. Nobody here is a ghoul. We just killed all the ones up there. We'll just try to find some answers.
I'm more or less a street doc. Does anybody need any help? I can do my best for you.
No, you did the best you could by slaughtering those things out there.
Is this? And I point back to the wall. This the how they got in, or what is this down here?
We don't know. They were chasing us. We saw this tunnel, and we decided I threw up a barrier to hopefully make them believe, which just seemed like they believe that the tunnel was no longer. So, not
Pretty good
sure.
thinking.
Very smart. So what? Can't help but notice everybody up there is kind of. Do you know? Do you know what happened to all those people?
Wait, are you guys Lone Star?
You can say that.
We're cleanup crew.
Like, physically cleaning? Like,
Whatever is needed.
You
we'll
know,
go ahead and, like,
big spooky viscera mess, emotional, medical, credit cleaning. We kind of offer it all.
Credits extra. I'm sorry.
as you guys are sort of discussing what you guys are doing as a cleaning team, taking care of what's left, they take a couple steps backwards. As far as we're aware, there was. I mean, the ghoul thing was definitely later, but there was some sort of trained team that went through and were just slicing people up one by one. I've never seen someone move that quickly. It was absolutely just disgusting.
You could tell me no, because I don't want to put you in a weird spot or anything like that, because this is a terrible situation. But could you walk me through what you saw as far as the people getting cut up? Was it random? Was it like methodical? I mean, I've seen the aftermath. I know that they were precise, but we're just trying to put some puzzle pieces together.
It just looked like anyone and everyone. Didn't matter if you were staff, didn't matter if you were a resident.
Okay.
You said that it was one person moving so fast, slicing everyone up, but it was a team of people as well. Did they seem to be after something, someone?
I mean, I don't really know. I mean, we just saw. We were at the rec portion, and we were just lifting weights, and all of a sudden we just hear screaming, people shouting. We only seen a couple people go down before we decided to run and hide.
Did you get a look at these guys before you ran? Was it something that you'd be able to describe? Was there any like specific markings? Any like gang colors? That kind of stuff?
No, I mean, for the most part, take another step back, sort of dressed like you guys.
I've never seen anybody else wear this kind of jacket. I mean,
That's a nice
Maybe.
jacket.
yeah, it's got a few bullet holes I had to patch up, but yes. What do you mean, like us? I heard rumors that it was possibly as technology related.
I mean, they weren't wearing any sort of corporate suits or flying the pyramid flag. I mean, according to what even the news says, it might be runner related. Maybe there was one of those runner teams. I mean, Aztec wouldn't do this, right? I mean, why would they?
Why wouldn't they?
I mean, sure. I mean, corporations, have a strict law, but
They're not above hiring runners.
I want to kind of lean in over towards saying, "Hey, did you put magic eyes on them?"
Yeah, I did a little bit. Oh, one of them. This individual particularly.
Cool. Everybody good? Like, just from what you could tell medically, like, quick look, nobody's sick.
Uh, from what I could tell, they're healthy, just a little frightened.
Okay.
I didn't sense any HMPV.
Okay.
So I know you said this guy was fat. I mean, what do you mean they look like us? What do they look like? What were they wearing?
I mean, for the most part, they had like the group of the individuals we saw, which were 4, maybe 5. I mean, a couple of them had katanas. There were all sort of mixed match in what they were wearing, anywhere from a nice business suit all the way to looks like a leather jacket. I don't. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's variety. They weren't unified in that matter.
All right.
But I mean, I can tell that all of them besides one were heavily chromed out, man. Heavily. And then the other one, it looked normal, very well dressed.
Any, yeah, no. Well, we've got a guy working. We'll get pictures if we can. But I mean, nothing you guys had on you that kind of recorded those interactions. We're just trying to, yeah, we're trying to get anything we can to help out.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I think we'll sit here for a little bit longer until we know that the coast is completely clear.
We've been well through this place. We're cleaning, so I mean it's gonna be messy and loud, but aside from that, everything should be good.
I mean, do you have a place to stay? I can have one of my guys escort you out to your car or out of the building.
Yeah, they
If
sort
not, I
of
can get you
all.
some motel rooms. Whatever I
I
can do
mean,
to help.
we still have our creds and stuff. We can, if you guys say it's clear, we can make our way out and just head out. But we were just waiting for Lone Star, I guess.
Yeah, they finished up with whatever they're doing, but if you want to go grab some personal belongings, I'll still send Cole with you.
I think we'll be all right. Thank you. And they sort of all stand up and move as a group, sort of peeking around, and definitely like looking at every corner, looking at there's everything in extreme detail as they're heading up the stairs.
I'll still tell Cole to he can unmanifest or go back to the astral plane, but just to follow them around, make sure that they're not bothered until they leave, and then come back.
Okay. How many services do you have left with Cole?
After that one, I believe I have 3 or 4. Let's see, 5. So after this one, 4.
Okay. And he
is a Force 5 Guardian Spirit with a 1 tick mark next to him.
Yep. He obeys and sort of just shrugs, cracks his neck, and then disappears to the astral.
Tiny, you have 5 headed your way. Just heads up.
The true
Except for
sort of
boss.
looks
Just realized
around.
it was muted.
The true sort of looks around. I mean, that I agree that it may not be anything, but I mean, what are the rest of the chances? It's just sewer access. I mean, I mean, there could be more of these ghouls down there, for all we know. I mean, we've seen a ghoul with a gun. Is it too weird to think that a ghoul could have a comm link, hear of a mass murder, and he's just looking for free food?
I don't think it's too far outside of the realm of possibility, but at the same time, I would rather err on the side of probably not. Try to give the people here a little bit of peace of mind.
Should we go through? I mean, we know this exists, right? I mean, this hole exists to the sewers. I mean, if it actually connects to the sewers, I mean, it connects to possibly all of Seattle's sewer lines going into the underground. Like, that could take days, if not years, to fully look through. Should we check the rest of this building first before deciding to go knee deep in literal dreck?
Yeah. I guess.
I mean, I'm fine with you guys want to clear the sewers first, but I also know we're also sort of on a time crunch before, you know, the real cleaning crew gets here.
I think we should at least follow it to the sewers to find out where this access point leads to, and then we can search the building from there. That way, we know where to go to once we hit the sewers.
That works. I mean, we have someone who can use drones, right? Can we just have a drone just go all the way till it connects while we're searching the rest? Like, do a little bit of both?
Oh yeah, that works. Yeah, Tiny. Didn't you send a drone down here already, or did you kind of stop after we found them?
It's just been kind of hovering above you. I've been using it on the side to make sure you guys are okay.
Oh, thank you. Well, would you mind scoping this out a little bit more, then? I guess.
Sure, fuck it.
Okay.
I'll sit back down on the ground and I'll jump in.
Okay, go ahead and roll it one more time. While you're doing this, Janky, it takes probably a solid 10-15 minutes, but you're able to go ahead and download the entirety of the available security footage.
Okay. I'll go to the hearing what that person was talking about. I'll go try and find that part where it sounds like a runner team came in here. Somebody was chromed out and they started slicing and dicing. So I'll see if I can find that.
Okay. As you're fast forwarding, so there are 8 different floors. And 4 exterior cameras, 2 in the parking garage, 1 on each the front and back entrance. Which camera do you want to try to dig through of footage?
Boxcar, can you ask them where they first heard the footage, or heard anything happening, where the ruckus may have started? I have camera footage, and I would like to get to the bottom of this if possible.
Yeah. let me track them down real quick. I'll go find them.
Yeah,
They couldn't have gotten too far.
no,
right?
they're literally right at the top of the stairs, heading into the first floor.
Okay. Hey, question real quick. Our guy that we have working on it, just trying to figure out, do you know generally what time it was when everybody came in? Like when all this kicked off?
3 or 4 days ago. right
3 or
after
4.
the big, just like big, or I mean maybe 4 or 5 hours before the big announcement by Lone Star about it being quarantined down.
Okay. Thank you.
And then where they first heard. I'm trying to pinpoint which camera to start with.
And which side of the building did they start on? Do you know?
I don't know which side. I know a lot of it was the first floor, I would assume. That's where we were when we heard it, but it's hard to say if they started there.
I'll start at the whatever camera's watching the entry,
Sure.
the main entrance.
As you're scrubbing through it, you do find it's a group of 5 individuals walking in. 4 of them are heavily chromed out, to the point where it's very difficult to tell what race they originally were. As well as one individual, very well dressed elf, wearing a nice suit, where he just sort of puts his hand on one of the individuals, and they just take off, just zooming through out of the shot of the camera.
I mean, before it gets too graphic, I'll capture some stills of them walking in and distribute them to the team.
And it's not much later that you see one of the larger individuals that's chromed out pull out a blade, extends from their wrist, and just go straight to the gut and just go straight up, lifting the person up off of their feet as it just lifts and slides all the way up to their clavicle here, and then just whips their hand down, almost like they're trying to get something off their hand, and the body sort of just plops onto the desk in this exact same way you guys found the person on the front desk.
Well, this is definitely them.
And can we see that as well, or is that just something that you're looking at?
Yeah, I'll send the first little bit. I'll send some clips to.
Okay. Yeah.
It's back NSFW.
Right.
A little warning.
Whoa. Tag your clips, please. Yeah, that's gross. These guys are good. They knew what they were doing. The guy with the wrist blade, that guy definitely, for lack of a better term, that guy fucks.
I'll see the pop-up of the videos, and I'll kind of minimize it because I'm really trying to focus on seeing in there. I paid for Edge to reroll, and I got 4 with that.
Okay. You go and continue down this trail, and there are bits and pieces of people sort of just scattered through, but it does come down to it sort of drops down into a bigger ravine, where you can see an active flow of liquid going from right to left. Looks like a main sewer line, but it does have a place on both sides that you can walk along. But it just looks like it does head off into a main sewer reservoir. It goes left and right.
I mean, active cams for everybody. Just yeah, well, I don't see anything. Well, other than the gore back there. But yeah, this just looks like a maze sewer now.
Any
So weird.
street level access points or somewhere we can just note on the map in case we need to get there again and can't go through this building?
A few more minutes. Hold on.
All right, love
I'll
you.
keep looking.
Um, as you're going through, you go out and take a right, and it goes for a little bit, and you do see a ladder that heads up to a manhole.
Yep, found it. Hang on any mini map or AR you might have.
Perfect. Save the pin.
Well, am I free to go check the upstairs like I wanted to?
Yeah, I think we're good to do that. Sorry, just wanted to make sure our bases were covered. Thank you.
All right. I think my rig can only send out 4 drones at a time. So with the Harrier, I can only send out 3 more gnats.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna send 3 gnats high up and just kind of like
Check each
be
floor.
switching back and but this time I'm gonna like actually just sit down and just actively be switching between cameras and just trying to find any sort of that looks like potentially what we were here for.
Okay.
Or anything. So it less sensory, like ping me when you see something, and more me like actually with my eyes.
What do you see with your special eyes?
My friend.
As you guys, as you're sort of searching through, one thing does sort of come out of the ordinary. And on, right in front of 204, you do see a singular round, like a casing, that is just sitting in front of room 204. And the room is completely flooded. It looks like it's got some severe water damage. Even all like the furniture and stuff inside is just completely just soaked. But you can go into the room if you want to. But that's just some of the stuff you notice from just from the hallway right in front of 204.
I mean, yeah, since it drew my attention, I'll kind of fly the net.
Okay.
I'll still have the others be checking like side here, but then this one I'm gonna kind of fly in here and just look at it real quick.
Yeah. There is a main sort of living area that has a living room and a kitchen that's sort of in one large room. It does have a bathroom that shoots off to the side as well. Faucet, you can see that the sink is completely full of water. And the 3 bedrooms, one of them does have what looks like it looks like some sort of red liquid that's painted onto the carpet with a large patch cut out of it. And in one of the other rooms, you do see there is about 5 bodies. All look very familiar to you, as it looks like slight variations of Hailstorm, the orc that you talked to a couple times. And then the other one is just multiple bodies just sort of sitting in each corner, like 2 in each corner of the room. All, again, have the long slice going down them. All the orcs that were in the 5 orcs that were laying on top of each other have taken a single slight, like one stab of something. But it's not slice or gruesome in that matter. It just looks like it's a clean cut.
What do you guys make of this? And kind of just throw it up on everybody's main screen.
Would I be getting any sort of information through magic tradition knowledge?
Go ahead and roll memory. And you will get a point
Let's
of edge
see.
because of the knowledge skill.
Right. That is... Yeah, 3 hits on memory.
3 hits. It definitely at least it looks like the stuff or the red liquid that is used to paint the floors does look ritualistic in nature. Um, but you're unsure of what the outcome is supposed to be, or if it already took place, or if it was ruined by someone cutting a square in out of the pattern.
Okay. I'll pass that along then. Just like, yeah. All that Drac on the floor is definitely, yeah, it's definitely some sort of ritual that they had going on right there. I don't know too much else. Could be somebody cut that square out to try to stop whatever happened from happening again, etc., etc. Yeah, it's definitely some no good, very bad, dirty, rotten ritual stuff.
Is that orc? Is that a hailstorm?
I don't know. I'll jump in officially and like actually like zoom in on face.
Yeah. All of them, they have pretty much the same appearance as Hailstorm. But something's off about each one. Whether it's slightly lighter skin, or a bigger nose, or too large of tusk, or missing an eye. Like there's some things that they're roughly about 80% of a match with Hailstorm, but not exactly 1-to-1.
I got a feeling this body was left here to make us believe that Hailstorm is dead. I don't think it's him though.
There's so many of them.
And we
Why
talked
would
to
we?
hailstorm.
Why would we
earlier.
care if Hailstorm is dead?
He's a fellow runner.
Oh,
right.
hailstorm was here
Maintenance,
earlier. From
kind of a
what I
friend.
could tell. And he was in the HQ next door. So I think we should probably go reach out to the hailstorm, figure out what's going on.
Probably. But I'm also going to use this time to really thoroughly investigate this room with the drone to see
Okay.
if maybe what we're looking for is in here, since, you know, it's kind of a sticks out of the norm blue.
Yeah.
I just turned on Washington. I'll be there in 20 minutes.
Perfect. We're still here.
Yeah, go ahead and roll perception.
I'm going to pay 2 to get a total of 3.
I mean, for as clean of executions that were going on, someone leaving a case behind is a pretty big red flag. But as you're continuing to search around, I mean, what you're able to tell, at least from 3 hits. Yeah, it doesn't look like much is out of the ordinary. I mean, there is still food that is left out. It looks like someone was preparing some sort of meal that's been left out and now beginning to spoil. But other than that, I mean, it just looks like someone. Something you can notice is that there is no forced entry into this room, into any of them. As you're sort of searching through, none of them whatsoever have a broken door or anything like that. They're all fully open.
All right, well, I don't see much, guys, so I'm going to keep moving on and then go back to auto searching while flipping through my eyes.
Sure. As you continue going up and up and up, more and more of the same. Every single room and every single floor, just absolutely just slaughtered. Uh, again, from neck to waist, just a large gash going down the middle. Some have more defensive wounds than others, um, and it's just a absolute mess. But out of all the other rooms, none of them have any sort of ritualistic symbols, any more hailstorms, anything like that. Um,
Did I
but
get all the way up?
yeah, you get all the way to the top.
I'm just gonna stand up, look at the guys, be like, "Well, I have done as much as I could do. That's the fastest way we're gonna do it. If you guys want to look a little more in depth, I don't know how much time we got left, but
I can go at least check out that room with all the rituals, give it a little astral once over, see if I find anything. But then, hard. Even if I do find something astrally, I don't know how it's gonna attach itself or connect to the nuke we're looking for.
I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, Zane will go ahead and head up the stairs and head to room. You said 206, was it?
204.
204. Thank you.
You get up there, and in this room, you can tell that there is a flow of energy, not for you, but a rather good flow of some other tradition. You'd have to really take a second and dig into it, but you can definitely tell there's a flow of a different tradition here.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'll try to at least sense the energy
Sure.
or the aura of the room. I do have magical traditions as a knowledge skill.
Okay, go ahead and roll that, and you'll get a point of edge for that.
Alrighty, and then so this is it an ebb for me? So do I have a minus pool to?
It is not an ebb
magic
for
stuff?
you, no.
Okay.
It is just a flow for someone else.
Alright. 2 hits.
2 hits. As you're sort of looking through it, it is... There is some blood magic in it, but it's not the strongest... sort of aura of the room, if you will. But it's more shamanistic in nature.
Gotcha. And then looking over the different hailstorms,
Mhm.
I assume that their auras, if they even had any to begin with, are long gone.
Yes, they are long gone. But you do see a aura there, but it's not attached to any of the individuals. There is an aura in that room.
Oh, weird. I'll listen to that one.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I have to roll for that.
Yeah.
I was just ready to write down.
I'll just real quick grab all the information.
Okay, cool.
I would like it, please. Thank you. Yes. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and I'll use. No, wait, what is it? That is 4. 3 hits. I'll use 2 edge to make that a hit.
So 4 edge total.
Yes. Or 3 hits total.
3 hits total. Excuse me.
I had a lot of 3s, so I couldn't tell if that last one was a 4 or not.
Yes, indeed. It is a spell. You could tell that the it is a illusion spell that looks like is in a dome shape. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's all you get out of 3 hits.
All right, and then do I recognize the aura?
You do not recognize said aura.
All right. I'll give Boxcar a ring a ding. Hey, would you mind heading up to 204? I might need some help doing something real quick.
Yeah, I'll be right there. Boxcar, I'll head on up.
You head up. It is gross. Every step that you go into this room is as you're sinking into very wet carpet. Looking more closer at it, the carpet it has some definitely quite a bit of water to it, but there is some red that's floating around in it. But you go ahead and open up. You do see the horrible things that you saw on the camera, but you are nonetheless in the room where it happened.
All right.
The
I'm
room-
assuming I'm still feeling pretty good about it then.
Yeah,
Like mana-wise.
there seems to be a flow for you. Actually, there actually is a great flow for you actually.
Super flow.
So you will get a edge anytime you do any sort of anytime there is a sort of check that has magic involved.
All right. So yeah, like as Boxcar steps into the room, it's just like, okay, yeah, I feel this. This is it's hard to explain. I told you about it earlier. It feels great, but I know that it's shitty.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there was only a slight blood magic thing. There's another shamanistic that I'm more of a practical theurist myself, but that's not why I called you up here. Take a look at magically. Take a look at this this thing right over here.
Okay. And I will magically look at the thing.
Okay.
I'm not feeling too hot right now, so I might need a little bit of help. I was gonna get rid of it, dispel it. Didn't know if I was hoping you could help me out with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect. All I know is it's some type of illusion, so maybe we'll get something out of it.
Well, fingers crossed.
Then Zan will start dispelling it.
Okay.
So that is a sorcery plus magic versus drain value of the spell times 2.
Perfect. And then you get the assist from Boxcar. Boxcar, if you want to roll that as well.
Oh, I mean, if anything, I should be assisting you.
I mean, if you want to assist them, you can also assist them. It will
Yeah.
be a teamwork test nonetheless, so someone will have
Yeah.
to lead and someone will assist.
I've got 6 boxes of stun right now.
Yeah, but maybe you let me take point on this one.
Oh yeah, cool. Thanks.
And you said it's drain value times 2?
Yep.
Drain value of the spell times 2, and that includes any adjustments made to the spell when it was cast.
Ooh. That's the way I like it.
Net hits on this test cancel the net hits on the spell on a 1-to-1 basis. When the net hits reach 0, the spell is completely dispelled.
All right. I have rolled.
All right. And were you assisting me for this one?
Yes, I am. Go ahead and add a whole 1 die to your pool.
He's real sleepy, okay?
Yeah, well, I have like a -3 right now. Okay.
You gotta take a nap.
I mean, hey, even with that one extra that you gave me was a hit. So like, that's gonna be 8 hits off of this one.
8 hits. The spell dissipates. And in the corner of the room are 2 briefcases.
I'm gonna look at Sand and be like, "Oh shit, that's some spy shit."
Oh, well,
Yo, did we just do this?
I think you did this. I mean, I know I helped. I felt it, but I know it wasn't much.
All right, hey, if I end up being a ghoul, you just make sure that everybody knows that, like, at least I did some cool shit while I was still like not a ghoul. All right.
Of course. Ooh, would you consider your name or changing your name to Brian so you could be Ghoul Brian?
Oh shit! I hadn't thought about that. That's awesome.
Something to think about. And I'll
Something to
pick
think
up
about for
one
sure.
of the briefcases.
I'll pick up the other one.
So, you two, which one? There's side by side, left and right. Which one do you guys pick up?
I'll go left.
I was gonna go right.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Zayn, yours is relatively light.
Good.
Boxcar, what's your strength? I think it's
Not-
1 if I remember correctly. Maybe 2.
Strength of 2.
It is pretty decently heavy.
Sick. Yeah, so then I'm gonna like pick it up and like actively struggle with it a little bit and just like, holy, what the hell? I did not expect this to be.
Briefcase.
Yeah, like you see Boxcar like actively like try like actively lifting with their legs.
Zayn, as you're sort of eyeing it, on the side of it, like what looks like where almost like I mean there are is a scanner on each of these boxes, like a fingerprint scanner to open it up. But next to their fingerprint scanner, you see a light that is green.
Oh, yeah, you got some technology on that one. You want me to get Cole over here? He can probably lift it.
I would say, yeah. But I mean, like that's I don't really know how spirits like that work. Is that going to put you on a spot?
Nah, I mean he's already here, so I'll just ask him very nicely to see if he can lift that for me.
Oh, sick. Okay, yeah, I'm down.
Alrighty. Have those 5 people safely left the premises?
They have.
Alrighty. I would hope that this place is considered a former battlefield.
It is indeed. Weirdly enough.
Who
Hey,
would have
Cole.
thought?
We're both kind of beaten up right now. Would you mind just manifesting and holding on to this for a while? Please.
Yes, I will.
You're the best. Also, don't think I didn't notice what you did over there to that ghoul. With this like head just going into his body. Holy, that was impressive. And also you, and I turn and point at nothing, at the fire spirit that was also there. What the fuck was? What? I just asked you to come here and start attacking, and you give me dirty looks. I'm sorry. What the fuck's up with that?
Even though everything I touch burns, it's not something I enjoy doing.
Oh, I'm sorry. I unlike any fire spirit I've ever met. What's your name?
Kai.
Kai. I'm sorry I made you do that, and I'm even more sorry that you missed. But what do you enjoy doing if not attacking and setting things on fire?
It's so shitty. I'm sorry I made you do the thing you hate. I'm also sorry you suck at it.
Providing warmth, freedom. Good guy stuff.
Oh well, as you can see, we took care of that freedom a little bit earlier. Um, I'll keep you around in case anyone else gets warm, but I promise I won't make you fight anybody else again. Deal?
I look forward to it.
Perfect. All right. All right, Cole. I assume that briefcase is nothing for you.
It just picks it up, like one hand is super easily, as he's manifested.
I wouldn't feel bad, Boxcar. He's like, I don't know how to put it in terms that he's got like a strength score of 7, so he's like
I'm
3 or
not-
4 times as strong as us. Don't worry about it.
I'm not feeling super inferior or anything, and I like look up and down this now manifested spirit in front of me, and I'm just like, cool,
No, Cole.
call.
Yeah, the Cole or Cole.
Cool.
Cole.
Good name.
I won't tell
Strong
people
name.
about this.
Mm.
Hey, we found a couple of briefcases. Maybe one has a nuclear bomb in it, but I wouldn't hold your breath. Coming back down to the lobby.
You should get a GIF of like nice.
Does anybody actively have a Geiger counter?
No, no. I've just been pulling security downstairs when they said they were going to go up there.
Um,
Been trying to figure out how to get a Geiger counter for 2 sessions now.
You just got to take a minute and go downstairs, like go to the store.
right.
Do they have those at Walmart? That's like,
I mean, I can get if you give me some time, I'll
Alright.
go get one. I could get one for
Okay.
sure. I just don't currently have one.
If you give me a minute, I can get you a Geiger counter. It's gonna be badass with flames on it. That's my impression of Tiny.
Pretty
Zane,
much.
you hear a voice in your head. To the first floor, then.
Yes, please. What was that? Cole?
It was Cole.
Okay.
As he's manifested and carrying through this just step after step, and he's actually leaving like not puddles, but he's actually stepping in and just walking through, waiting himself.
Perfect. You go ahead and head down there. I'll catch up just a second. I just want to make a quick sketch of this ritual that I see painted on the ground.
There is a good solid, probably by
Chunk
1 meter squared chunk missing out of it.
Okay. I'll get what I can at least.
I
And
want
just
to.
put
Sorry.
no, go ahead. Yeah, I'll just put a note next to it saying blood magic question mark.
I would like to get a picture of it
Mhm.
and send that to my talismonger. Send that over to Odyssey just with a thoughts question mark.
Okay. You guys head downstairs afterwards.
Absolutely.
Everyone has reconvened on the first floor. Reno, you have arrived outside, but as 3 more semis about the same size as Tiny, a slightly different looking truck, as you do see. Well, actually, it's hard to tell. Actually, you don't realize that Tiny's truck is there, as it does have. You see these other 3 semis pull up to the one that was parked, all saying "weekly cleaners" in different fonts and different sort of variations. But you do see there are 4 semis as the 3 of them begin to open that just arrived, and multiple people begin to flood out. About 20 per truck flood out with different cleaning they have almost like a not like an actual bandolier, but it looks like they have like an attack vest that's full of cleaning supplies.
We got heavy stains on the first floor. Gotta move. Get to it. Come out.
What's the rest of the perimeter look like? We talking about like a chain link fence or?
So it's completely open. There's a nice sign a big sign that says Renton Heights on it. There is a parking garage over on the left. 4 semis in front of you, and then the entrance to the apartment building. And next to that entrance, there is a OmniStar car with a single officer outside of it.
I'm wondering, can I just run through and hope I don't get seen?
Yeah, you absolutely can.
So does it look like that OmniStar cop is the only security?
As of
That I
right
can
now,
see.
that's what it looks like, yeah.
I'm going to let the rest of the group know the cleaners are on their way. The real cleaners. They just parked around Tiny's truck, and I'm just going to run across to their other side, and so that the cleaners are in between me and the security.
Yep.
I'm just gonna walk through.
Okay. He right as you begin to walk towards the door, he sort of walks towards like in your general direction and sees the 60 people begin to get offloaded from these 3 semis and makes his way towards there. Hey, I need to see everyone's identification before getting onto the... And then you go ahead and sneak inside as the rest of your team are on the first floor. You do see a large spirit carrying a briefcase and Zayn as well carrying a briefcase.
I'm gonna sneak right over there.
All there. You guys have reconvened. The group is back together.
Psst. Hey, how are we doing
Hey.
over here?
You look different. Did you shave?
Nice. I don't remember what I looked like last time I saw you.
Is this what it looks like when you go for a swim?
Right.
It's all just makeup all the time.
Perfect. We got these briefcases, but you said cleaners are coming. We need to get out.
Briefcases.
Briefcases. This one.
Think they got.
That one.
Yeah. Think they're. You think that's it?
Hope so.
That's all we got.
Pulled off some badass magic to find them.
Yeah, it's very cool.
They had to fight a
well-
guy.
Let's get going then. What do we wait around talking for?
Wow, you're late to it, and then you're gonna pull this. Okay.
The cleaners are coming in. I don't know if you got my message. Maybe we can find a way around, or just
Side
cheese it.
exit or something. Yeah.
Sewer?
Hey, everybody, the cleaners are. I don't know what you guys have been doing, but the cleaners are here.
Yeah, I've been.
Janky, janky.
I've just been. As I watched Reno walk in.
My
We
bad.
just-
I'll
let's
go
just-
back to watching tape.
we've got.
Yeah. Yeah. you
I
wanna
think
pull-
we should just go at the sewer, and then I'm gonna send the truck around to where that ever ends
point.
up, and we just fuck off.
Sounds good. Yeah. It's, sorry, Cole. Yeah, follow us, Cole. Sorry, this is Cole.
Hi, Cole.
Spirit.
Good. Hell. How? I guess. Hi. I don't know. I
It
don't know
has
what
a
you.
name.
He doesn't talk. Let's go.
Cool.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm gonna do everything I said. Send the truck to wherever that location is.
Weirdly enough, you've been to this location before. You guys head the truck to the pin, and you guys head there. You guys climb up out of the manhole, and you guys are in a parking lot. A familiar-looking parking lot of the last match.
Why is this so convenient?
Is this like fast travel?
Which was that? Assassin's Creed 2? Which Assassin's Creed was that? Or the sewer was your fast travel point?
I think it was the second one.
Did they have sewers back then?
I don't
Probably.
think so.
Hey, well, this is incredibly convenient. Alright, so what do you want to do first? Tiny Chinky, you want to take a look at these briefcases? They seem to have some type of like biometric blinky lights on it. At least that one did.
I mean, I think I should be your last case scenario. I think he'll probably be a little more gentle with it, as I pointed Janky.
All right, Jenkins, Janky.
Oh shit! Y'all got briefcases, and I'll come out of VR.
Yeah,
I've been scrubbing data. Sorry.
Nah, you're good. It's
Yeah,
pretty wild.
I was very, very weak, and I couldn't do anything. And then Boxcar came in, like, you need magic? I got magic. We found some briefcases.
That's
Pretty
actually
easy
a
in and
really
out.
good impression.
I couldn't tell who was talking. That was amazing. I'm gonna pull out my bug scanner type thing first and just make sure it's
Sure.
clean.
It actually doesn't read anything inside of the case. Either one.
Okay. Yeah. Nothing outside. Nothing. We're not low jacked.
Doesn't seem like it.
Okay. Yeah. If there's, I mean, I'll jump in to see if there's any active icons around them, in them, like anything like that.
Yeah, roll matrix perception real quick.
Okay. One hit.
It does not look like there is any active icons. You can see there is electronics in front of you. There is a light that even should have some sort of, if it was wireless was on, if it has wireless capability. But it looks like either the wireless is turned off or it is bound to someone else's pan.
Okay. Yeah, I think we're looking at just a couple of briefcases here. You want me to pop them open?
Please and thank you.
And I'll just flick one of them open if I can.
Both of them have a biometric fingerprint scanner on them.
Oh, we should have grabbed one of the thumbs off of the hailstorms.
Okay. Yeah, y'all want to get around this, or is this a me problem? Okay.
Why don't we just smash at him?
I can help, but I definitely don't want to do that.
I mean, what are the odds that these briefcases blow up? I mean, the light one, probably not. Heavy one, maybe more so.
Good point. Can you do something about this, or, I mean,
can you change your thumbprint to match whatever this biometric lock is?
if you had a picture of the thumbprint,
I mean, I think we
guess
let
a billion times.
I think we let Janky, try to hack it. But I think if it doesn't work, I will very delicately dismantle this briefcase, little screw by little screw, checking for wires and tamper plates.
That's the same thing as smashing. Just
No,
with more stuff.
not even a little bit. Not even
Well,
close.
Well, if the locks don't have like a wireless property, then I don't think I can. Like, if they're not connected to a thing, I don't think I can hack it.
There is a little ports. If you have any sort of DNI cables, you can.
Oh,
plug
I
into
sure
it.
do.
Yeah, you can plug into it.
All right, let's get in there.
Okay. You go ahead and get into it. As you get into this device, go ahead and roll a matrix perception for me.
2 hits.
2 hits. As you're looking around, you don't see any sort of spiders, ice, anything like that. But as you're looking around, it does have coordinates. It does have activation, deactivate. As 3 options, you can look around and see exactly in the.
Yeah, I've never done this before, team. So, let me just deactivate it real quick.
I'm gonna go run outside for a fresh breath of air.
For
still.
for different reasons than safety.
For an unrelated reason, I had to go step away for a phone call.
Don't feed the cat.
As you press
So-
deactivate, the fingerprint scanner turns off, and you hear the case like open up. Like it doesn't fully open, but it unlocks.
Okay. I kind of look around and slowly look and try and open it.
Yeah, as you open it up slowly, it lets you go further and further and further. And as it opens up, you do see that there is multiple electronic pieces being shown, and quite a few vials of some green liquid inside. You do see there is a 2 different buttons and a glass box, or not like a screen at the top of it,
Yeah, was
and it
this the
says
heavy?
"arm?" question mark.
Was this the heavy briefcase?
It
with
was
light?
the heavy briefcase with the light on it.
Okay.
I'm gonna thoroughly hit Janky in the back as like a. It was supposed to be like a Seltzer, like nice job, but I kind of put a little too much into it.
That stopped me from pushing arm. I'm like, oh yeah, sorry. No, I don't want to push. Thanks.
I like
I
that.
unlocked that.
But as soon as I hit, I'm like, nice job, man. Fuck yeah.
Oh, good, you got it open.
Does this look like a bomb to anybody else?
Yes. What?
I don't know what else you would
it's
arm.
asking to arm.
I've never seen a box. I've seen a box. I've never seen a bomb.
You've never seen a box.
Do those
Everyone-
vials
Mhm.
look anything like the crate of medicine that we stole? Those vials?
It does not.
So about that Geiger counter, anybody, where can we find one of those? Or
Oh, right. Yeah. Hold on. And I'll just kind of call up my local. I think one of my contacts is a black market dealer. Where do I find that? Yeah. I have a contact named Tess. She's
know,
a black market dealer.
With AR gloves, you can identify the composition of held objects.
I have AR gloves.
So do
I will identify
I don't think it'd work that way, but
this composition
It
is
does
briefcase.
chemical analysis.
chemical
It will
analysis
tell you if it's
isn't.
radioactive.
Well, yeah, we know it's radioactive. We need to know how much of that is leaking out.
Oh, well.
All of it.
I closed the briefcase.
You hear
These
you hear
are all
the
very good
locking
points.
sound again.
Yeah, I'll call Tess. I
Alright.
will not throw this to the crew. It will just be in my ears.
Go ahead and roll charisma plus influence plus ranks of loyalty.
I'm rolling 3 dice.
Thank you. And then after you do that, tell me how many hits you get, and then roll connection times 2.
Just gonna go ahead and pay that for 1. That's 1 on the first roll.
Okay.
What was the next?
Second one was connection rating times 2 for Tess.
Gotcha. 1 dice. No.
Wait, no, connection rating times 2.
Yeah, it's 1. I have 1 charisma, sir. I did not have a whole
No,
lot of.
not charisma. Connection. What's your connection
Yeah.
for Tess?
connection
It's
is
just
I have
it has,
So
it has
you-
to be one.
So
it's
you
charisma's
roll
the
2
one.
dice.
No,
Connection
1 times 2 is 1.
Nope. 1 times
2.
2 is 2. JJ.
You
Very fun.
And I'm the one who's been up for 36 hours.
One charisma.
Bro,
1 charisma and also 7 logic. Okay.
You rounded
but, I got a 1.
Okay.
100% crit hit.
I did. My brain, for some reason, contributed that to a 0. You times anything by 0.
It's still 0, not
Yeah,
1.
my brain was like, that works for once too. And
That's
then you
fair.
guys were like, no, and I was like, what?
Same
Oh,
rule applies.
No, there's a
I
rule.
think
There's a
about it.
rule.
There's a rule for this. I know it.
oh
Holy cow, that was funny.
gosh.
1 squared plus 0 squared equals.
Yeah, no, it didn't work. It actually made it worse. So now it's technically out of those, I got a 1 out of 2 dice
That's
and
all right.
no successes. So
Wait, that's a critical glitch, isn't it?
yeah.
As you go ahead and
Burn your contacts.
Oh,
exactly.
wait, I got it. I got an edge out of that.
Love it. As you go ahead and reach out to Tess, she answers, "Yeah."
1. Super surprised you answered. 2. Do you have a Geiger counter? Like, I mean, obviously you're black market. I know that's not like illegal, but do you have one like on hand? I need one today, and I'd rather give you the money than go to like a big retailer.
Geigers are us.
I do have one for scanning shipments.
Oh, is it for sale, or do you just use it?
I just use it as it's mine, but you can come and use it.
Fair enough. I guess while I'm there, I'll take a peek. I will just as I like be like, all right, well, I'll be there in a little bit. Like I hang up as I'm like explaining to the crew on what like we can go do. I'm gonna order one online.
Fair enough. You go ahead.
Like, yeah, we can get one today. Well, we can use one. I have a friend.
Perfect.
I have a question.
Yeah.
How about we just this is in character.
Oh.
How about we just deliver the box, then we don't have to worry if it's radioactive or not. We're already handling it. Then we go look for the next one.
That's a great idea. I'm also going to check the second briefcase.
Okay. There is a slot for it to open up. Inside of it is you're able again. It doesn't have. It just says. Activate or deactivate. That's all it says.
Or arm.
I'm gonna step outside again.
Okay, I never know. Are buttons and options in this game considered file? Do I need to check this bitch for a data bomb? 'Cause I'll do it.
These are not. It does not seem to be files. It just seems to be functions.
Okay, that's what I thought. I just had to
Bomb
check.
hooked up
Yep.
to like the arming button. Like, I guys hit a data bomb. It's counting down now.
It does damage to the briefcase, and so it
Exactly.
just explodes.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just deactivate this one as well.
Okay. You deactivate it again. It pops open.
Slowly.
Uh,
Very similar.
You open it up, and there is 2 hazmat suits inside of it.
That's a bad sign.
I put one on.
You are now inside of a hazmat suit. It's a little big.
Yeah.
But
Just like
Yeah.
slunk down. Like,
I'm kind of hovering over him, so when I see that, I'm gonna instantly just kind of like pick up the other one and kind of size up to see if I can even fit in it.
no, it looks like it's made for someone rather small.
10-4. I will. Who is currently around me that would fit this?
No one.
I show up behind
Uh,
you and I shrink myself. Someone say, fit into this?
what
I
if we
will
wrap
do
the
it.
briefcase in the hazmat suit?
Oh, sorry. Reno, you said someone needs me up there? Okay, hold on. I gotta leave, guys.
I'm not even gonna try to lie to you. This is just sketchy. And Boxcar kind of just like backs out of the room.
Where do we say we were meeting these people?
Just call them up.
Tremont house.
Yeah, we don't really know where the place is. So we just need to call up Pike.
Gotcha. As I'm like ignoring what Boxcar said, I'm like, I got you. Pick up like a little foam ball and just chuck it at him without even looking. So it probably missed.
Yeah, it definitely just bounces off the walls, but it gets that general effect. So
Hey, I'm probably dying. Be nice to me.
No, because you're not going to die.
No.
All
Go.
right, you're fine.
So are you guys calling Pike, or will you say that's just the next step if you wanted to drop it off?
I'll go ahead and call Pike.
Yes.
Hey, Pike, it's Reno and the gang.
Mm-hmm.
We got a package for you.
Which one?
One of them.
Is it
Singular.
the one that's in Denver?
Just a
or
secured line. Look at Janky.
No, not in the slightest.
the one in Denver or the one in Seattle?
Look, you're speaking gibberish. We'll talk about it when we meet in person. Just know I got something for you.
Tell him it's
What?
the
You're
one at his
breaking up.
mom's house.
What? Your mom's
Uh,
house.
Where do you want me to
Is that
meet
code
you
for
guys
something?
Uh, we're at the last match. You can be here shortly.
at? I can be
What-
there in a couple of hours.
15 minutes.
Am I able to just pick up package, or do you guys need it to deliver it to the house?
Which house?
I'll be there to pick it up shortly.
We don't. This is our first time, okay?
You guys have about an hour to hour and a half before Pike will be able to arrive at said location.
Pike's on his way. Couple hours. What time of day is it?
It is a very, I believe it's late because the guy was sending the pack, or guys sent the package late to you guys. So it is probably around 10 o'clock at night.
Oh, it's not very, very late.
I mean, for some people.
We don't care about Hailstorm, do we?
Keep forgetting about Hailstorm.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't think I've ever talked to him.
No, you definitely did. You were like, why are you talking to us? You're weird. Leave.
I mean, because we found this in his apartment, so shouldn't we talk to him about it? But part of me feels like maybe we should secure this payday first and then be like, hey, I don't know. Or maybe we just don't bring it up at all. That's why I asked if we care
Yeah.
about this relationship.
I mean, we got time.
I commend your morals. I think maybe we should just drop it off and then maybe ask.
Yeah,
Hailstorm.
take care of ourselves first, and then
It's nothing about that. It's just we have a job. So I would just want to make sure one thing is done before we move on to. It's nothing about
I mean,
betraying our friends, right?
I'm curious to know why they have a nuke and. Sorry, Jake. What was in that other briefcase?
Hazmat suits.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay. Well, hazmat suits would make sense to handle the
Does the
bomb.
nuke fit in the hazmat suit? Just put the
Uh,
nuke in the hazmat suit, and then we're all in a hazmat suit.
That's a good idea.
I assume just closing the briefcase is good enough.
You know what assuming means. It's a radioactive mutant. You and me.
Hey, can we not use the M word around?
Around who?
Sure. The true. You know how they are with their new HMVV3 toxin.
Always have been. That's true.
That's something we should also look.
Oh yeah, I mean
But-
we should look into that one. You guys would Jackie, your very legitimate internet search said that there's no cure for this one. Any tips on prevention or
Yeah, there's an early warning detection system called "Don't Get Bit by a Ghoul."
No shit.
and if we fail that step, what the next one? Just rest and vitamins.
Yeah, wait for 5 days. Other than the the home remedies that people claim to work. It sounds like there's some sort of a chance that it affects you completely, some sort of a chance that it doesn't, and I feel like some of the home remedy stories are just people who got a little lucky. There's no peer-reviewed evidence to suggest that we could do anything about this.
Well,
The
you
bright
two-
side, I mean, you got the 162. Our egg seems pretty cool and normal, and just I guess, yeah, I guess they do eat you. But besides that, you can live a normal life.
Besides that,
It's only
Beside the
10%
fact-
of your diet.
Who said that?
True. So I think I read something online about it.
I keep going through periods where I kind of forget that I got bit, and then it comes back up, and yep, we're here. Yeehaw, I guess.
Do you want to call up Doc Wagon and let them know, or are you gonna keep this close to the chest or close to the neck?
Can amputate.
Too soon.
Sorry,
Amputate.
don't think you can amputate. The true we can amputate, actually.
Could amputate for the true. Can't rightly amputate my head.
I think
I
it's
mean-
you can. I think it's just a different word.
Yeah.
Put your head on a robot body.
How do you feel about keeping your head in a glass jar?
Would I still be alive?
It can still be awakened, right?
I mean, I don't know if you'll be magic anymore, but have you ever thought about being a samurai? we could get a lot of chrome.
What about this body makes you think I have any business swinging a sword?
That's why we're losing it.
Well, I mean, it's either, get rid of the body and start swinging a sword, or keep the body and be a ghoul. There could be some in between there, but I don't know it.
Speaking of swinging a sword, do we know anything about the runner crew that caused all this damage?
I spent the drive over here constructing a rough timeline, and I'll just play like the highlights, the clips of what happened from when they walked in the door to when they left.
The greatest hits, if you will.
Any of these people look familiar?
Nope.
This is all from security footage.
Yeah.
Which also probably means that they wanted to be known because they could have erased this or turned them off beforehand.
Maybe they just have a problem keeping Deckers around.
Yeah, maybe they stabbed them. I don't
Maybe
know.
they didn't expect it to be left over.
As you were going through the tapes, 204, or on the second floor, you did see a hailstorm go in to 204, and then immediately run out. I say immediately, but run out roughly 20 seconds after going in, running back towards the elevator and leaving. About an hour later, you see a group of 3 different individuals, not matching the crew that went through and sliced up the entire apartment complex, but go into the same room, and then the tape sort of goes fuzzy. And then you see a spirit like disperse in the doorway of 204, and just blood just sort of fall in 204's doorway. But no one there, and you can hear like the sounds of gunfire, but you can't see anyone. So it looks like someone was edited out of that scenario. You do hear the sound of someone yelling, "Slow ride, we gotta go!" After the gunfire. But you don't see anyone actually there. But the rest of the brutal nonsense was absolutely happening. But this is happening 6 hours after everyone died.
I don't know what to make of that.
Someone said slow ride. Obviously, someone's alias or
Yeah, I can try and figure out who all of these people are if you want, but it could alert them that we're looking for them, or we could just forget what we saw and go find the other nuke.
Goes back to the question: how much do we care about Hailstorm? I want to help him out, figure out what spooked him, or caused all this, or just move on.
they were here for the same thing. They might have some information on the other nuke.
Maybe. Go play that video back of those people who went in during 204. Were any of them holding briefcases as they went in, or did these seem to be there already?
The entire time, it looks like there has been absolutely no. It only goes a week back, but the only people you see have on footage of going into 204 is Hailstorm, and then you hear an hour later, door opening. There's some muffled conversation, but you can't pick out what it is. And then gunshots, and then someone yelling, "Slow ride, we need to get out." But there's no actual footage of anyone leaving or entering in the last week besides Hailstorm.
Well, I don't care what we do. I'm with the crew. Whatever the crew decides, that's what I'm going with.
Honestly, I would rather stick to the job than, I don't know, try to clean up a mess that we really aren't a part of. Does that make sense?
Speaking of, where are we on this other bomb? Is it? Do we know where to start? Because if we don't have any
there was
ends to tie up, this is one we might need to follow.
Sorry, out of game. Ian, did you tell us about the whole vampire named Sarge that delivered the bomb prior, or where did we find out that information from?
Yeah, it was from one of my contacts, and I passed that along.
Gotcha. Then I'll restate that one. We know that, 6 months ago or so, there was a bomb delivered to the Denver area. Vampire goes by the name of Sarge. We could see if Hailstorm knows that one, but I don't think so. Or at least I don't have a reason to think you would.
I really don't think so either.
I don't know if we can just search for Sarge. Probably get a billion answers. Matrix. I think we might as well just follow this runner group and see if they're connected to this whole thing.
We also might run into them in Denver, which terrifies me personally. I don't do great when I get stabbed to death.
Great stabbing, huh?
I would say that's fair. To not do well with pointy objects in your body.
Thanks.
I would like to meet the person that does do well with that.
True.
So
I know an acupuncturist.
Touche.
all right. So are we?
I've
We're still
seen blood
dropping off this
magicians do it.
nuke, right? Like we're still giving it to the guy. That's not changed.
No, yeah,
Pike is
Pike's-
on his way here.
yeah, he's coming. We'll hand it off, and then if we want to see what Hellstrom knows about this nuke, if anything else, we can. If not, sounds like a trip to Denver and is in order.
By the way, Pike brought up dropping the package off to the house. That's not something that rung any bells in my head. Pike ever mention a house?
We
Is
were.
that where we got our blood taken?
Yeah.
Do they
we
call it
don't-
the house?
We don't know.
Makes
how
it
to
a lot
get there.
sketchier.
Does seem a lot less official when they call it the house.
Yeah.
If they put the
Well,
word "safe" in front of it, I'd feel a little better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you
House
know
safe.
it's safe.
Maybe it was implied.
Maybe, I don't know. Well, while we wait, I'm making smoothies. Anybody want one?
What kind of smoothies?
Peanut butter banana. Well, as close to real peanut butter banana as I can get. But still, it's what it'll taste like.
That's good.
Sure.
Yeah.
In the bar?
We got two. Oh, two more.
I would, but it would be hard to drink with the suit.
With this, I have a straw.
I think it's more of the fact that he's in a hazmat suit, so there's nothing getting in.
I've shrunk.
Cut a
I've
hole in it.
enlarged myself to normal sizing, and I put my hazmat suit inside out, and I put the. I guess I wouldn't have to. Yeah, put it inside out,
Uh-huh.
and put the suitcase that we think is the bomb in hazmat.
I'm not sure how well that actually works, but it can't hurt. I think.
Protects me from the outside. It'll protect the outside from.
Also, if I just connect a bunch of these straws, you can just slip it up underneath, Janky, and just
Okay.
like, hold it down here. One of those. I'll
I'd
figure it
like
out.
to see
All right,
that.
Making.
Make it. Yeah, I'll
I
take it.
I'm not really sure if you wanted one, but Zan, but I'm gonna make one for you anyways because I think you'd like it.
Thank you.
You guys begin to, if you guys wanted to do a hour of resting for any sort of stun, you're more than welcome to roll that. Actually,
I'm
you
gonna-
guys will be able to get 2 in.
For the one I made for Boxcar, I'm just gonna put in literally every bit of vitamins that I could find in this. Just overload it.
You have a new addiction, vitamins.
I'm now really
Oh, no.
into vitamins.
Exactly.
You don't know why, but your next pee is gonna be like neon.
Is this a symptom?
Exactly.
You're out here. Was it the smoothie? Was it the ghoul? Was it the radiation?
Was it both?
I'm not
It's
gonna
all of 'em.
tell Boxcar that I spiked his with health, but I know.
Yeah, they got all sorts of health.
2 hours goes by, and Pike pulls up in a black roadmaster, all heavily tinted, and you see him as well as a rather large troll steps out of the vehicle, walks around and grabs the opens the trunk and grabs a large, almost stone-like case.
When we crack open the back of the rig, it's just me with a smoothie and the huge straw that goes in to the hazmat suit and a wave.
I'll just hand over the hazmat suit, just holding it with the suitcase inside of it.
You see Pike just sort of nod over towards the suit, and the troll walks over, and grabs it, takes the suitcase out of it, inspects it.
We couldn't find a Geiger counter, but we figured, better safe than sorry.
I'm also gonna bring him a little travel cup of a smoothie for him with one straw in there. I'm gonna walk up to him, look at him. I'm gonna take a drink with my straw. I'm like, it's not poisoned. Take it out, give him a new straw. I'm like, here you go. Strawberry banana smoothie, homemade, delicious.
Pike will take it very confused, but the troll will go ahead, open up the stone box, put it inside, the briefcase inside, and then close up the box and put it back into the car.
So is that what they look like? Because we honestly weren't sure.
Yeah, it's one of their more subtle attempts to be able to place things. It was meant to place it more in open sight, exactly where they needed it to, compared to hopefully getting it right with an airstrike.
Makes sense. Cool. If we keep the hazmat suits, it actually might be useful.
Sure. As they say, finders keepers.
And then, about the payment, I
Mhm.
kind of maybe we can have the payment for the one package now, and then that way, because I think we're about to head off to Denver to find the next one. I would just feel a lot more comfortable if I paid in advance, at least for the part that we've already done.
Yeah, sure. Transfer is okay, or is just cred sticks allotted with the amount?
Cool with the
Fine.
transfer.
Cred stick, please. Well, here, I don't care. Actually, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna walk away.
I take off my helmet and I go, also, do you know these bitches? And I pull up a still of the people walking in.
He looks them over. Well, I'll be damned. Yeah, well, I know of them. I don't know them in particular, but I know of them. A group, you know that clause that we have where if you rat us out, bolts we put in people. They're
Yeah.
the reason why we have that rule.
Oh, because they ratted you out.
One of our other chapters, yes, is why we're rebuilding in Seattle.
And just real quick, why don't they have bullets in them?
You see how they're all chromed out?
Yeah.
There were bullets in them.
Okay.
How many bullets to be? Not. I don't want an exact, but just roughly, how many bullets?
Looks around. Anyone good with guns around here in the group?
I'll do a flippy thingy with my gun.
Flippy thingy.
I'll just
around.
an innocent hands up.
How big is a Yamaha Raiden mag?
Well, standard is 30 rounds.
Standard. Gotta be standard.
At least 8 30-round mags.
Okay, so the clause isn't that serious. If you they just put bullets in you, but you can survive and it's okay. I understand.
Maybe they'll just serve you some bullets and expect you to eat them.
Yeah, possible.
Also, don't mean to be rude. How did none of those rounds get him in the head or the heart or the spine?
Well, it wasn't as if they were in our location, in our place whenever they broke the news. I mean, they did it over the Matrix.
I don't mean to be, nitpicking here, but do you mean 8 default standard mags in their direction, or 8 default mags in their body?
Butt.
That eight actually landed.
Oh no, in their general direction.
Oh, okay, that's fair. They might have only got hit a couple
all times. 5 of them did, or all 4 of them did drop.
And all 5 survived?
Well, the elf, he's new. I don't know who that is, but the other four,
Got it.
the other
So you
four,
guys fucked them up, and then they added one to the. So you fucked them up with 5, and they ended with 6.
I think it was 3 to 4.
it was 4 to 5.
Ah, shit.
So they had 4. Now they had 5.
Correct.
I mean, on paper, it looks like they won. Like they snitched and didn't get stitches. I mean, they leveled up.
Yeah. So now that you're aware of them, is there going to be a contract out on them? I assume.
I put it through the sub vocal mic, just in before we get hired to try to kill these guys.
Yes, there will be one now.
Great. Glad we could help.
Oh, I hope you
Yeah.
guys didn't think that you guys were going to be the ones we hired for it. Well, we have trained professionals for that.
Oh, it's
What
not like an
about a
open
finder's fee?
contract.
What?
I mean, so it's not an open contract. It's a.
Oh,
it's
no,
a specific hire.
Yeah.
No, disappointing.
Is there a finder's fee? Because obviously we deserve a little kickback on the contract, right?
Yeah, if they're executed, you guys will get 2,000 apiece. How's that sound?
That
Yo.
sounds acceptable.
It's better than nothing.
Again in sub vocal. Boxcar's just like, I want to cycle back around to the fact that he said, quote, trained professionals. Like, we haven't been professional with this guy. Just putting that out there. I'm a little upset.
I'm just not trained.
I'm ignoring and going for team high fives.
Still in sub vocal. I got bit for this guy, and he's not saying I'm professional.
He also doesn't know.
Also, should I tell
They
this guy
say
that?
wearing a scarf.
Yeah, I'm just walking around like this all the time. Like,
Just doing a
constantly
constant
stretching.
stretch, exactly.
It's 78 degrees. Why are you wearing a
It's-
scarf?
Why are you wearing a
It's called
turtleneck?
fashion. It's called fashion, saying, look it up sometime. Leather jacket wearing ass all the time.
It's got a point. Is that even real leather?
Oh.
No.
This is. I made it.
Out of what? Human?
Whoa.
That would be real leather.
That would be a form of leather, that's for sure.
Well,
I mean,
Pike just sort of looks. Right. So cred sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
He'll go ahead.
Also,
Yes.
is there any sort of I understand that, running's a dangerous job.
Mm-hmm.
But when we're talking about dealing with like the stuff we're dealing with right now, and like potential like HV carriers and stuff like that, is there any sort of like hazard pay that goes into that at all?
What he said, what they said, and then I'll take a teamwork test.
I'll just take a solid teamwork test. HMHVV, is that what you're referring to?
Yeah, be it be it like ghoul or vamp.
I mean, there's more than just those.
Those are the two that are coming to mind right now because back at the Heights, I kind of look at everybody. We ran into a grip of ghouls that decided to move in while all the bodies were fresh, so we had to do a little bit of eviction, and that puts us in very close proximity to some very not savory or healthy situation. And I have word that out in Denver there could be one of our briefcases, I should say, in possession, or is being possessed. Sorry, it's been a long day. By a very old vampire.
Not typically. If it's known information, then we'll pay accordingly. But if you go and kick every ghoul's den between here and Denver, that we're not gonna flip the fee for.
Nah. I mean, like the
And he takes a step back. Did anyone contract said HMHVV while you guys were evicting?
I throw
No.
a really quick, I throw a really quick glance to like between Zayd and Tiny, just like I don't know how to respond to that. I don't know how to respond to that. I don't know how to respond to that.
Oh, I just one charisma said no.
Yeah.
No.
If you did,
I can't stop looking at
we
Boxcar.
don't discriminate. But my condolences.
That's in game. I laugh at you.
Boxcar getting laughed at just can't help but laugh also. It's just like fucking right? Shit.
It's a
Oh,
nervous
man.
laugh, but it's a laugh.
Yeah, no, you got me. You got me. I'll show Pike the bite. Be like, yeah, they got me.
Still haven't put a bandage on that?
What's the point?
I don't know. You can at least rinse it off.
I mean, it's clean.
Right.
Yeah, but it's not nice to look at.
No,
I'm sorry.
I
Oh, he's gonna get a lot uglier.
It's
they're
not
gonna
nice
get a lot
to
uglier.
have.
I know you can't see it, but we can.
Gonna kind of gesture at Pike and then gesture at the rest of the group, just like see what I work with, see what happens.
Professionals.
Consummate professionals all the way through.
This is why he's hiring somebody else to kill the other guys.
I wouldn't want to kill those guys. They look kind of tough.
Maybe they just need a hug.
So are you okay, buddy?
Well, on that
Yeah.
note, here you go, and he hands out everyone's cred sticks with the payment for the first bomb.
27,000.
Round it
No,
up.
no, I don't think that
Even
was
30.
correct.
I don't think that I was joking. I was trying to get you just to say yes. That's really what I was doing.
13,000.
Yeah, I think it was 13 for each.
13 for each. We got prepaid 5,200.
Yep.
And then it was 13,000 apiece.
Yes.
13 times there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
On the sub vocal, I'm like, you think this is the most awkward drop off he's ever had?
And how much you guys get paid out of it right out?
I have
5,000.
50.
5,200.
Everyone got 5,200 apiece.
Yep. So you just take it out of the first bomb. I think is what you said.
Yeah.
We'll just get full pay.
So he will go ahead and give you guys. That's not maths.
Don't trust me with it.
Nope. 11,480 of the remaining.
13,000.
Wait, you said
13,000 for one
5,200?
bomb.
You say 5,200?
5,200.
5,200.
You got
not right.
3,200.
Yeah, 7,800 of the remaining.
It's like you just give us more than.
No,
what
I typed it. I typed it in the
down.
calculator wrong.
It was the,
7,800.
The speedy reward bonus.
Exactly.
Is that per?
Yeah, yeah. You guys get 7,800
we rich.
or 7,800 per. All right. Good luck in Denver. Do you guys have means of getting to Denver, or do you need
Look at Tiny's
transportation?
card.
What's your gas mileage like, Tiny?
Indefinite.
All on the grid.
Yeah, I can get us. How long would it take me to get us there?
Oh my god. Let's check.
19, almost 20 hours.
Yeah.
How fast is your
probably-
truck
That's
go?
fine.
Probably actually closer to 24 because as well as there's a bunch of forests and some people that do not really care for passerbys to go through UCAS.
We get stopped by highwaymen, or we have to put down a member or two of our crew. Do we get their pay distributed?
No, their pay goes to the next of kin.
Which would be us,
If you're related, that is true.
related by crew blood.
Okay, I'm just gonna say, if I go feral and you have to put me down, no, you don't get my pay for having shot me.
Keep you
Also,
alive
we-
until you get paid, then we'll loot your dead body.
Wow. Keep it up. You're the first one I'll eat. All right.
I'm just joking. I wouldn't.
Sure.
But no, yeah, I would much prefer to drive. Also, if you guys are worried about highwaymen, we have a unicorn that will be, eyes in the sky at all times. So I'm not really all that worried about anyone, trying to rob a semi.
I prefer the safety of the rig, so however it gets there, I'd like it to be there.
Well, I didn't think unicorns existed, but if Tiny says he has a unicorn, you have to believe him. And yeah, we'll find Tiny driving.
I will send Reno the current sensor crosshair that is currently pointing at Reno from probably 20,000 feet.
So you're in the way.
Start scooting.
Scooch.
Right. Well, good luck. Shoot straight. And especially in Denver, don't make a deal with the dragon.
Does that happen often?
More often than we would like.
Fair enough. Well, we gotta get driving, so
Pike stops, turns around. Question for our records. Are you bringing the item you guys found with you?
to Denver.
Yes.
Or back from dead.
To Denver. A
I
ball.
think the orb,
Yes.
looking at
right.
Zane.
Oh yeah, yeah, Tiny. Sorry, I put that in a drawer a while back. So
Do you remember which one?
Think it was with Boxcar
Snacks, yeah.
snacks, I think.
Yeah.
I used like the honey bun as like a cushion to make sure it
Yeah.
didn't roll around too much.
So I pulled a bunch of your healthy stuff out of a drawer and filled it with just Breck. And then I think the orb is in there, or I ditched one of your ratchet sets.
In the future, if things need to be ditched, go with the snacks. I would like to keep the ratchet set. It was a gift.
It was the Imperial, not the metric.
Not as bad, but still.
Okay.
Oh wait, did you put that by the dumpster by the last match? I picked that up.
Oh, sick.
It's in the van.
Cool. Okay.
Thank you.
I didn't have
Also,
one.
did you say honey buns? Do you understand the calories?
Do you not see that I have room for them?
Oh.
As enlightening as this conversation is that a yes? You're bringing
Yeah.
it to Denver?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, we're taking it with us.
And I'm assuming that it's protected by some lodge or mana barrier of some sort and not just sitting in a drawer unprotected by individuals.
Snack
No,
drawer.
that's a drawer. It's not a
Snack
drawer.
drawer
That's
is
for
one of
sure.
the most secure places on that whole.
Yeah,
On the
it's a
whole
snack
thing.
drawer.
Yeah.
I think you really got to add the snack in front of it. It's important.
Yeah, and I'm gonna like shoot a look at Zane and be like,
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Speaking of putting words in front of things, we wanted to propose a change of name for the house to the safe house.
yeah,
Just want to run it by you really quick.
Well, you guys said you guys weren't on a safe line, so obviously I didn't want to say like where you guys.
Secret underground facility.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, no, that makes sense. We should have thought of that.
the place where y'all tried to poach me.
I don't think there was any poaching that was going on.
Next
Right.
time, be less subtle. It's got to be like, you know, the barn or the meat.
I like the barn.
The barn it is. All right.
Meet
Well,
me at
perfect.
the stripper shack.
No, I will show up to the wrong place.
Next question. I have a question. What is a stripper shack, and why is it called a shack?
it's a building can be smaller and ran down, usually in like Redmond.
It's like a stuffer shack, but with.
Yeah,
stripper
usually
bars.
it's a
It's
closed down
usually
stuffer shack.
Exactly.
I knew a stripper shack called the Stuffer Shack.
Ooh.
Very
I
confusing.
knew a stripper named Shack one time.
So is it just like a really shitty version of a strip club?
Yeah.
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 See, that's how you get more diseases.
Second question:
Uh-huh.
Is there a barn in Denver or like another one of these groups that we can turn in?
Yes, there is
Thank
a
you.
barn in Denver, as well as a associate that will be advised you will be arriving in 24 to 36 hours. At least within the city limits, not necessarily to their location.
Do we have to check in with anybody when we get there, so they know what's good?
No. We try to keep it separate to avoid any large-scale mishaps.
Any chance you have lodging while we're in Denver, or
He
Nothing
taps
wrong with
the
the back
side of the
truck.
truck and then says, "Looks like this is your lodging." I heard there's
six
great,
dudes in the back of a truck?
great
I'm
Ho-
sleeping up front.
hotels in Denver, and I believe you guys just got paid as well, so you should be able to afford any of the hotels there. Well,
That's going towards
most
money.
of them. Right. Good luck. If you guys need me, I will be at the barn.
Have fun with your new toy.
Drive safe.
We shall. We shall.
Choose a Ted.
But yeah, no. When he leaves, I'll be like, "So, guys, I have 2 beds in a Valkyrie mode module. I can go pick up some cots, or you can bring your own stuff. But road trip."
Nice.
If we're not pressed for time, Tiny, I know you said when you get a moment, you could take a look at the van, and I don't know, just could you make it road trip ready, and we could bring it along? One, I think it'd be cool. Two, it's actually my lodge as well, so I could put the orb in there, so that way we wouldn't be lying to our boss.
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna start just like clearing out where the unicorn usually stays,
Mhm.
kind of moving some toolbox out the way, and I'd be like, "Park her right here. I'll work on her as we go."
Oh, okay, sure. It's like an
Before-
Inception thing with the vehicles.
It's
Before we-
the this is our spacecraft, and this is our puddle jumper. I love Star Trek.
That's
It doesn't
normal.
surprise me. Also, before we
No.
go, I have to make a quick phone call. of the spiritual kind. So just don't move my body, please. Uh,
Okay.
I'm gonna go into the truck and astral project
Okay.
and zip back home.
In a blink of an eye, you're back in Denver.
Hell yeah. I want to go find. I think it'd probably be better to go find conductor.
Okay.
Chase him down.
You are able to manifest. And find conductor.
Right. Manifest. Oh, hey. It's me. But I'm a ghost. Don't freak out. But is it cool if I swing by in a couple days? Okay. I just know that like things were weird when I left. So I just didn't want to like be walking in on something that I shouldn't be. I've got some dudes with me. I think there's 6 of us all total. But I figure people are in and out through there all the time. It shouldn't be weird. We got a big ass semi that we're kind of living in. But it's a work trip. So
You see him
Be
visibly
cool.
roll his eyes.
it's a work trip. I got a job. It's legitimate. It pays. Also, I may or may not have been bitten by a ghoul, and I'm now fighting HMVV3. I think that's what it's called. But anyway, okay, I'll see you in a couple days. Love you, bye. And then I'll zip back to my body before he can respond in any way, shape, or form.
I know this is meta, but legitimate? Is this? Can we put this on our taxes?
I figure it's
Sure.
just like.
Can you? Probably.
Like
A small business.
legit.
I don't think so. I think the
Independent
fact that
contractor.
we have to have fake IDs on a
Accountant.
24/7 basis means this is not legitimate.
I mean,
You
it's like
don't-
the most legitimate shadow running kind of job we could have outside of working for being contracted directly for a corporation.
You mean looking for an unregistered nuke for who knows why or what they want it for?
Yo, have you ever had this much money in your pocket?
Yeah, don't ask questions.
Yeah,
if you
this
don't- if
isn't
you're
a
not a
lot of
sinner-
money. We're finding nukes. This is
you're-
stump change
You're not a sinner. You
for
don't pay
nukes.
tax.
It's true.
Yeah, taxes are for chumps also. So,
If you're not a sinner. You're sinner. You have no ties to the government. They can't charge you tax.
It's true.
they don't know I exist.
Also true.
Nuyen is basically cryptocurrency.
So let me tell you guys about the new Yen blockchain. All right, here's how it's gonna break down.
Yikes.
Okay.
All right, you guys head. Get the vehicle all set up, and what sort of upgrades were you trying to do to the van, or were you just trying to make it road trip ready, Zan?
Yeah, just I don't know if he has aftermarket parts or just make it better, not out of the box. Nothing actual upgrade wise. Just make it run better, more efficient.
Without replacing parts, I could tune it a little bit, make it probably run a little smoother, but I don't know if better is really going to happen with,
Yeah.
how it is.
Tuning is
So-
fine.
We could, I mean, you just got some new yen. I have a guy, if you need some aftermarket parts. I don't currently carry aftermarket parts for Bulldogs. At this point, I feel like I probably should. As
This isn't a bulldog. This is a Strider. Thank you very much.
Oh, it's not okay. Well, then, yeah, I definitely don't have aftermarket parts then.
I think
For
they
sure
run the
not.
same power converters, right?
Yeah.
I don't know shit about cars.
I don't know shit about shapes.
All right, you're able to go
Oh,
ahead
yeah,
and get
me
it
neither.
tuned up.
Yeah, it's just broken down on me a few times. So if you could just figure out why it's doing that, and then make it so it doesn't do that in the future, that's all I'm really looking
Go ahead and
for.
roll engineering plus logic.
I was gonna say I'm gonna need to probably roll something. Engineering plus logic. I'm
Oh.
assuming the pool that I created is already there.
I see the problem without even having to look up anything.
Uh-huh.
You've got mismatched RAM, my guy. It's bottlenecking. That's why it's like crashing out.
I hate it.
I know the problem. They ain't got no gas in it.
That was way funnier than it needed to be.
I got 6 successes.
6. It is. You look through, and you find the issue. It looks like there is some wires that have been heavily chewed. Also, there is still a rat attached to said wires. It is fried to the wires.
Or I will put the rat in a plastic baggie, and I'll replace the wires and resolder them, get it all back to normal, and then I will write on the bag the problem, and I'll be like, "Hey, I found the problem."
I'll grab it and put it in the fridge.
That was in the van.
I'll give a little giggle like, "Ha!" and instantly proceed to grab it and just yeet that out the window and be like, "No, all right, it was funny until you did that."
Now it's a health hazard.
Yeah, that's gross.
Zane, go ahead and roll perception while this is taking place, by the way.
Be nice if we have some ghouls, to feed them.
Visual.
It is visual.
I already told you, Reno. If I go, you're the first one, all right?
Well, I want the rat.
I want the rat. 5 hits.
5 hits. Perfect. I set you the result.
The exact order of if I go ghoul and who I'm gonna eat from first to last. Reno. More of Reno, and then as many meals as I can get out of that before I even have to look at Tiny. Because let's be real.
Whoa! Why am I 2? Why am I number 2?
You're
More
like
meat.
number 7. Look at
Part
the
2,
size
you're
of
just
you.
greater than 1.
Yeah.
We have.
size of
There's other people. Look, he just looks tasty. Just as I point at Zan, like I look at him.
Well, okay,
just-
at the very bottom of the list, it's janky.
What? Well, okay.
It's the name, right?
No, there's just something about it that feels like
Sounds like jerky. In the...
Also, why do you have to go feral? Why can't you be like Crag?
Are we assuming you're going feral?
oh no, if I go, I'm going.
Choosing to go
darkness consume
feral.
you?
Exactly.
You're like, I'm just gonna let it.
Like if I go, just there we go, I'm gone. Point me towards the sunset and let me run.
All right. Well, as soon as Otto's done finishing up with the van, I'll go ahead and go to transport the orb from the food snack drawer into my magic lodge in one of the false floors that I have.
I'm assuming we're already on the way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are on your way to
Going for a
leave
bit.
Seattle. As you get to opening the drawer, it is open. The drawer is empty, as all the snacks and stuff have been placed on the top of the counter, and the drawer is completely empty.
Hey, who moved the orb?
Maybe just roll it around from the car moving.
I'm gonna check both the snack drawer and the ratchet drawer.
The ratchet drawer is still full of ratchets.
Who put all these ratchets back in the ratchet drawer? Obviously, this is the orb drawer. Who did this?
I proceed to look for the foam ball I threw earlier.
If we're all gonna live in Tiny's car and Tiny's like truck, then we're all gonna have to agree to some ground rules. And rule number 1 is you don't move the orb drawer and fill it full of ratchets.
I'm absolutely getting a room. Hampton. Whatever they got. I'm not sleeping this in. Unless we have to on the road.
I think you
What?
might have just offended Tiny at like
I
to its
mean,
core.
Something against the
you can have one of
car,
the
I think
beds.
it's just
That's like a legit bed. That's memory foam.
yeah, but
There is no walls though,
So before
except
we
for the toilet. Toilet's got a wall. That's a.
What
seriously,
freaky
though,
shit do you do at night, Reno?
Yeah,
where's
that's
this?
what I want to know.
I just like to be comfortable. I mean, how much can a hotel room cost? $500?
You know how much that bed right there cost you? Fucking nothing.
That bed is never.
You know what? We are never going to make it as a runner crew if we can't share a truck together.
I gotta take showers. I can't just be sitting in this truck all day, sweating it up with a bunch of dudes.
Yeah, I got a shower. There's a shower it's in the truck, but you can walk. You can get to the main truck from here.
But you got that 3-in-1 soap, and I need my conditioner, my body lotions.
Didn't bring your toiletries?
I wasn't really planning on it, but I figured I was in the moment of going on like a road trip, but now I'm thinking back, I left all my toiletries in my apartment.
I mean, I have spare toothpaste and spare toothbrushes, but we can stop at a wall store and get you that shampoo.
We can door run it.
Yeah.
All right, I call Top Bunk.
Well, nope, that doesn't. That we can. I might go upgrade actually. Wait. Wait. Actually,
So many more rooms.
I need to do some online shopping.
In before Tiny says, you get to call your bunk if you beat me in wrestling.
No. Picking bunks back here. Which, by the way, like I said before, there's 2 beds, a Valkyrie module, which you can sleep in. I do need to get some more cots. But official beds, mattresses, only 3. One of them doesn't really count, but it's as comfortable as the rest.
Do you have any cots legally? You have to tell me.
What?
Yeah, if there are cots on board,
Yeah, if there's a cot out here, legally you have to tell me if there's a cot.
entrapment.
I'm just gonna look at Reno. Just be like, what? What are they
I already
saying?
called Top Bunk. I don't care about the cuts.
There is no. I don't have. Where a hammock? We should buy some hammocks.
Oh, I sleep in a hammock.
How long have I been sleeping in this truck and we haven't done a hammock yet?
Because especially when we need it out of the way, you could just fucking troop it down.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, so sick. This is the best road trip ever, guys.
You're welcome.
So about that orb, nobody knows.
Oh yeah, we were robbed, huh?
Wait, did you say we were robbed?
My body was probably in here. They could have killed me.
What, is the orb missing or something?
There's no way that they got in here without a notification.
That's
I would
true.
have been informed.
We got shit
So-
circling.
So it was an
It's
inside
either in
job.
here or it was an
looking through.
inside job. I'm looking at Reno.
Reno
Is the orb
does
missing?
have-
Is it not in the drawer?
says the person who sold the orb to pay off debts.
I've still got those debts. Where you think I was all day today?
I have bruises because of those debts.
Definitely didn't deliver the orb to them. It's-
This road trip instantly became Among Us. What happened?
You've been a
Uh,
job.
Reno
We're
sus.
falling apart.
Yo,
I'm gonna
Reno's
check the
been doing
internal.
keys for too damn long.
I'm gonna scrub the internal cams.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? No, I'm not. I'm going to It's probably gonna take me a couple hours to write this software, but I'm gonna write a software to make the program watch all this video and then tell me when that drawer opens. Give me timestamps so I can go view those times. I'm probably wasting more time writing the software to do this than actually doing it. But I'm gonna
You're also gonna get a fuck ton of pings because it's the snack drawer.
well, it wasn't the snack drawer anymore because someone just threw it on the counter. So if you're looking for a snack, you're going to the snack drawer and going, "Oh, I don't need to open that. It's all right there."
It was there 2 days. It's been there for like a week.
I'm gonna go write the software. I'll be right back.
Okay, cool.
Good luck. Happy numbering.
All right, the true.
Hmm.
We're looking at you now. What'd you do with the
Yeah,
orb?
the true is sus.
Yeah, is that anything this entire night?
You were messing with the vents.
Yeah, to get more air.
What do
You
you need
ever
more?
But also,
Juice.
what orb were you guys talking about?
the one you keistered that you're being so coy about?
Check his gamma.
Insight check.
Roll it. Judge intention.
intentions.
Check his good pocket. Here we go.
You
Can I make it since it's in a drawer that I would go to often? Can I actually make a memory check to see if I know?
yeah.
Using a player character who's not even here.
I only had one hit.
Can't even defend himself.
One hit. It seems
trying-
very truthful.
Get it?
3 hits.
True to his name.
3 hits. I mean, you haven't checked the snack drawer since you guys got back, but you had a snack before you guys went to Renton Heights, and the orb was there when you had a snack last.
Honey, I have some information that will really narrow down your programming time. It was there right before we went to Redden Heights.
You see me just tap it away like, thanks.
For clarity, it's not here now. I'm gonna check the snack drawer.
It's
Is
not
it-
Find
there.
out next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Was it magical?
So
Yes.
I can't remember. Did we sense?
No.
There's no way you guys didn't sense it.
I don't-
Zayn did
I
sense
sensed
it,
it,
and there
but-
was a dark aura about it, but wasn't able to read into it.
I wonder if you track it.
I mean, you'd get that same result if you sensed
Yeah.
fucking Ian now.
A dark
You don't
aura.
even know. You don't even know the most of it. All right. You're just saying that because you know I'm a ghoul.
Exactly.
Wait till you find out what other fun spells I know.
It's so much
and-
worse. Well, fun spells you had before Josh took it over.
And num. But yeah, that's where we'll go ahead and wrap up as you guys are coming up on the exit, the checkpoint, a familiar checkpoint, as you guys do pass by a familiar looking warehouse that had a basilisk at it as you guys head out of Redmond through that checkpoint, heading into the rest of UCAS. But that's where we'll go ahead and pick up next week. Thank you guys so much for coming and hang out. Really do appreciate it. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. That was a couple of crazy turns. Sorry, Matt, if you want to go ahead and hit us with that creator roundup.
Yep, it's time for the creator roundup. So first and foremost, we have Stonefeld Analyzes, aka Janky, aka Trav Daddy Flex. You can find him playing League of Legends, Apex Legends, Valorant, I believe, too. Sometimes Overwatch, too. After that, we have Tiny, aka J Robin 7X. A little bit of a hiatus right now while they're doing some house things, so they'll get back to streaming whenever they want to. They've got pretty cool stuff, I think. Honestly, I don't know if I've ever checked it out, but that's because I don't have the notifications and the follow turned on. But I do now, and so should you. And then someone who's been streaming all day, Senior Ian Flux, go check them out. playing Shadowrun, Dragonfall most recently. I saw
Mm.
some Dark Souls earlier today.
Mm.
Check out Influx, and then we
6 hours, only
also
2 bosses in.
have a Twitter. Um, I believe it's twitter.com/you. I don't know how Twitter works, but I think it's at We Run the Night. RP. You can correct me if I'm wrong on that, but yeah, go check out the Twitter. That's where you can find out updates on the show, anything like that. And then I'll get a command created for it so you can follow in there. I believe it might also be in the socials below.
Nope.
There it is.
Yep, you're right.
Oh my god, you're insane.
Twitter.com/we run the night RP.
Boom. I am the best. So that's our Twitter. We also have other socials, I believe.
JJ, if you want to go ahead and talk about the YouTubes.
YouTube right now is currently on hold. As of one, I'm moving to the house and also working on it, and two, my software is still not working, even though they emailed me and tell me it should. They're liars. But yeah, that's where we post all of these shows. I think right now they're still going up there, but they're raw. They're not edited, so it's exactly what you're seeing here. As soon as I get the time and the software to work, I will clean them up, make it a little more fancy, make it a little more nice, and then also that's where I also put some highlights from Josh's streams, whether it be his like Tarkov or I haven't really done any League for him. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't really know how to edit those.
That's fair.
I don't. Do I just do the whole match? I don't know. But yeah, check it out.
Do it like a obnoxious COD montage for every time a skill shot is hit.
Yeah, some like hit markers in there.
Yep.
I hate it.
Oh, baby, a triple.
It just looks like an acid trip. Just, wah, 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 wah.
Also, with that being said, they are doing new handles over on YouTube. So our link is changed. We actually officially, I've been talking to YouTube for 3 months about this, but your boy is now JBrews on YouTube instead of JBrews11.
Nice.
We made it. We are now the JBrews. So new link down there. The old one will also take you there. But I know coming up soon, TM, they will be changing it over to that new link there. So make sure to do that. S3EML said, make sure to check out the merch. We do have We Run the Night. And guys, this is an announcement. We Run the Stars merch will leave the store after the 24-hour stream is over. So if you want it, get it.
Grab stuff.
I already got my auto tee. I'm good.
Zerot mug.
Yeah, you do.
I still need to buy a cane sword.
I
You
don't
sell
sell
those,
those. Don't sell those on the store. But make sure you guys grab
What?
those because again, it will be gone after the 24-hour stream is over.
If you use the code JBruce15 at checkout, you can also get a cane sword.
That would be dope.
The cane sword is only exclusively sold in the UK. I don't know why.
Yeah, and you have to buy Denver merch to be able to unlock the discount for it.
You know what? I'm down for that. For as
Um,
much of a meme as that weapon was the whole time.
and
actually
We
a
swear
subscription.
the cane sword
True.
will not be taken in customs. We promise.
well, let's back that up. And then last but not least, Ian, if you want to let them know about the podcast.
All right, so if you didn't know, we put out the show just as you're hearing it, with some minor tweaking, out as a podcast. And I am working on getting that all caught up. To my knowledge, we don't really have anything out for this season.
Not yet.
But as soon as I have access to that, I will be dumping that all out there. And you can find it wherever you listen to your podcast. So, Apple Music, Spotify, iHeartRadio, etc., right? But wherever you're listening to it, and you can go listen to past seasons of We Run the Night, you can go listen to We Run the Stars. Whatever you're doing, please make sure that you just give us a rating. Rate it, leave a comment on it. You might help somebody find a new podcast that they love, and that would be so much fun, right? So check that out. That's going to be going up on Mondays. So we play Thursday. It gives me a couple days to turn it around, get it set up on Monday, and you can listen to it again, just minus all of our dumb faces.
Which really, it's honestly probably better that way. But thank you guys so much for coming hanging out. Again, we will have the charity stream next Saturday. So make sure to be on the lookout for that. Make sure you also check out the Discord. And also, if you are a fan of Shadowrun, make sure you guys check out the community LC that we have for our living community using RunnerNet. Chance to play games, RP. We had a massive growth spurt, so please be cautious as we are getting some stuff put on. We had 50 members join within the last 3 days, so
Dang.
very, very busy. But nonetheless, check that out, and we will see you guys next week. We are going to raid over to TT2KB, as they are also playing a tabletop RPG. They are playing some Pathfinder. So make sure to go show them the love. Spam the emails when you get there, and we'll see you guys next week. Have a good night, guys.
Ooh.
Sick as. Thank you guys for doing the new parts. We'll get better at that, but that saves me from talking extra, and I appreciate it nonetheless.
Yeah. I'll make a macro or something so I don't have to do all the shout outs.
I should be able to. I'll do like exclamation point, create a roundup, and then we'll just have all of theirs in one, so you don't have to do that.
That works.
They've gone up and down this path a bunch, and you get
I'm
to
pushing 36,
cave
37
collapse.
hours of being awake.
Go to
so
sleep.
I'm
If
gonna
you
go
want
to
you
bed.
can inspect the cave
Yeah.
opening.
Good night.
But the guy
Good night,
will
y'all.
tell you that
I'm
if
hoping
you
this
go past
fixes
the
my
cave
sleep schedule
opening
for real.
and up the
It
hill,
better.
you
I'm outta here
might
too.
find
See you
a
guys.
second
Bye,
path.
Good session, y'all. We'll
It's
see you.
harder to-
Great session.
Harder to enter cave entrance
Mm-hmm.
that the bugs can't hardly use.